And we're live. Now I need water. I feel like this happens every time I go live and then I need water.
Well, I'm totally not eating another cookie.
I wish I could have a cookie. I miss cookies.
Cookies.
They're delicious. So how's everybody's week?
Boring week of work.
Boring week of work?
Mm-hmm. Working and dealing with a bunch of sick people, so that's great.
Yeah.
Sick people? Like family members?
Yeah. Husband and kids.
Oh, I thought the kid was faking.
The son was faking, but my daughter had strep.
Ooh, that sucks.
I got a flu shot yesterday, and she hit a blood vessel, so my arm swelled up like crazy last night. Like a massive
I had to go to the doctor to swell my feet. My feet are constantly swollen and inflamed. So they're like, "Oh, let's do a bunch of blood tests."
Oh, that's fun too.
Now I'm on steroids and a water pill. So
a water pill? The pill is filled with water, or
no? It depletes your body of liquid.
Huh?
Dehydration pill.
Yeah.
Would be better. I did get accepted to Nordheim RP.
No way.
Yeah. It took me a day.
One whole day.
What's the Nordheim RP?
So,
Fist of the Walrus.
Yeah, Fist and a couple of other people had started up a Conan server.
Oh, that's fun.
Right around the time that Darkside was ending. So it's been going on for about a month or so.
Well, that's pretty cool. So it sounds like they have some traction underneath it already.
Oh yeah, they've got quite a few people that's on there. Damn, I gotta turn down the music.
Yeah, I had to turn it down too. It was getting a little.
That's fine.
Yeah, I turned mine. Well, cool. How about you, Brandon? How was your week?
It's good. Besides the flu shot, it's making me swell up. We've been good. We got a new baby nephew, which is a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and we've gotten to see him because my kids have been cold and coffee. So we're like, just stay away from the baby. We'll see him eventually.
Yeah,
we're excited about that.
Can I help you?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can I? Oh my God.
I just see it's bouncing blur.
It's a blur in the back there. Oh.
All right. Say hi.
Oh, it's a cute kid. Hi, kiddo.
All right, now say how are you?
Hi.
Say how are you?
Hi.
Okay, ready for this one? Say ada ada.
Ada.
Nice. Nice.
So cute.
High five. Fist bump. Shake. Yay! Okay, bye.
You're awesome.
Bye.
She can GM the campaign.
Yeah, let her take over.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean,
well, cool.
She's learning the keyboard. She knows how to make my characters jump and move forward.
That's awesome. Well, cool. Yeah, my week was all right. Atlas season ended. I thought it ended on a really good note, so that was really cool. At least for me, it ended on a good note.
You ran a fun session of Pathfinder First Edition this week too.
I ran a really fun session of Pathfinder First Edition with one of my this campaign that we've been running for I guess 5 years now, 4 years.
It's something like that.
4.5.
Yeah.
It's a Pathfinder campaign with nothing but some old friends of mine, and they're all pastors, and so we call it Pastor Finder, and I love it.
It's fun because they get to play a lawful evil, like evil character too, so it's fun.
You do, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I thought when I made this game, I was like, nobody's gonna want to be a cleric, just because you're essentially a cleric as your job. And there's one guy that's like, I'm a cleric and my backup's a cleric. So I'm like, all right.
I gotta be me.
Fine. He's gotta be him. So that's super fun. And but anyway, we've had like 2 great weeks of role play, which has been, I don't know, it's been really refreshing to me and my soul. And we're getting we're so close to the end of book 5. I can taste it. We're like 90% of the way done with this book. So we're standing on the cusp of the end because you get to book 6 as the final book. So pretty exciting stuff. But we're not here to talk about that campaign. We're here to talk about this campaign. And so everybody who's here, welcome to Vigil's Remnant. I'm going to go ahead and let our friends introduce themselves first, and we'll just do it in order of what we see on Fantasy Grounds, which we all can see in the same order. So take it away first, Square.
Sir Hammond, played by TheBeez here. Sir Hammond is a mighty knight of... he's one of the Knights of Ozum, I believe. There's a great order of these Knights of Iomade who have... It's kind of fallen out of the order isn't doing so good as they've all scattered since all of the cities have fallen, and so he's trying to help reestablish this community and find some safety. And he's super handsome, but he's not too bright. That's how I think of Sir Hammond.
Pretty handsome dude.
He's like the opposite of me. I'm really smart and ugly.
What would you call it? That's not even like a backdoor brag.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the brag nag.
I don't know.
Nagging yourself and bragging. Next person. Thank you, Mr. Bees.
As more dirt hits Sir Hammond, I play Maji Ward, I'm Jester. Now, Maj is a deep-dwelling rat. You know, great dark and light vision, powerful magics, likes to take people underneath his wings and cause chaos while, getting knocked out in the most heart-wrenching times. But he will absolutely sell anybody up the river for a good library.
It's true. It's the ultimate book nerd.
Yeah. But
did you put up your new? Oh, you do have your new art up, or didn't you make a mini out of it? I thought you designed a mini.
Yeah, I made a mini of it, but it's just something for fun because it's only a little mouse character, not a rat character.
Yeah.
Here's Forge needs to come up with a rat.
That's true.
All right, and our third player for this evening.
Hi. I'm Blusvekia. I'm playing a Catfolk. I guess we're calling her Vy'nia. Vy'nia? I don't know. I don't know.
Vy'nia.
Vy'nia. Vy'nia Piercer. She's a Catfolk. She just entered. She just came in. Tragic way. And she's trying to find a new group of survivalists to survive the oncoming disaster. And she think, after that first fight, I think we're on the right track. So.
Yeah, with your freaking guns.
Hey man, don't make fun of my boom booms.
Don't trust her. She's gonna eat me. She's gonna eat me. I'm telling you right now.
Ew, gross. Oh my god, no. Don't make me eat them.
That was a really fun opening combat. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I was having fun with it.
I had fun.
Cool. And I am Chris. I am the prankster, and I'm your friendly neighborhood GM. And so,
he's going by first names.
It slips.
I just slips every now and then. Call me Chris. Call me the prankster. Prank. Whatever. Well, cool. How about I give us a recap of our last session? Just brief recap of everything too. Ooh,
real fast before you do the recap.
Oh, thank you for the subscription.
Everybody can find out his name by just watching his music from what bar is that you do music at?
Silver Creek.
Silver Creek.
Yeah.
He does live performances at Silver Creek, and they're all streamed here on Twitch.
Yeah, I try to stream them on a regular basis. I'm still working out the kinks for balance and everything, but it's coming together slowly but surely. One day I'll be a real boy. But yeah, also I did music on Atlas and a bunch of other stuff too. let's go ahead and do this recap. So, for those of you who are just coming on in, Vigil's Remnant is about a group of refugees, essentially, who are escaping a city, the last city of the Knights of Lastwall. Oh, thanks, buddy. An entire nation devoted to keeping this person called the Whispering Tyrant trapped on his island. Unfortunately, the Whispering Tyrant found a way around it. Made certain to strip the nation of its defenses and then promptly invaded, razing the nation. Vigil was the last city on an opposing river from the mainland of, or the main bulk of the nation of Lastwall. But it too was overwhelmed, and it is there our adventure started with our heroes. Unfortunately, one fell in the initial invasion. Everyone else managed to survive with this group of refugees in tow. And since then, they have been harangued, whether it be by wolves or the undead. Finally, they found it seems to be a safe place. This small town, small hamlet, a good, 50, 60 miles away from Vigil itself. So it seems relatively safe. Unfortunately, it seems, while it is safe, there are nonetheless still conflict and issues that this group needs to deal with. Whether it be getting the townspeople to have trusted them, whether it be a mysterious dungeon that seems to be filled with all manner of creepy crawlies and other things going on. But nonetheless, they persevered and pushed through, and now they have a plan. And now they have allies, friends that have joined them since the initial fall of Vigil, whether it be the Cleric Yozu, or whether it be this new Gunslinger, Vy'nia, who has joined them. Vy'nia, who has joined them. Or Hot Dish Dugan, the rogue with a Midwestern accent.
Let's not forget about the pale one.
And Asgarim the Pale, who is out scouting for the party to make certain that they are all safe. That is currently where we are in this particular adventure. This isn't going to work. Okay, I'll figure that out later.
And also, Yozu might join us later.
Yozu might join us later. Yozu is played by our good friend NotIrish, who is based in England, and so it's a bit late for her, and just glad she's finally getting some rest. Max Dragon just asked if this is based on the Pathfinder rule set, and yes, this is based on Pathfinder 2e. And so
Muhawk's Dragon, but you can just call him Dragon.
So just so you are aware, I'm not super legalistic with the rules, and I can play kind of fast and loose with them. That is my particular style for GMing. So if anybody is like,
deal with it.
Yeah, it's my game. You can GM your game, I'll GM mine. I'm not saying anyone here
is
like
all about the RP.
That's
not
pretty
so
much
about the rules.
I mean, I wouldn't say not so much about the rules. That feels a little bit like an attack, Jester. But they're there, and they're there to be utilized in the correct moments. So, with that said, our party just started exploring this dungeon, which a lot of you can see that I have on this map here, which I'm going to go ahead and share with the party.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you will see that I filled in with another map, which is the barracks.
Exciting.
Which is to the south of the
Rocks.
mess hall.
That we never actually made it to, but we all know that's there.
Shh, I made a mistake. All right, so the castle ruins are kind of on the outset. It appeared to be some type of puzzle for them to be able to get in. They found out it led into a dark area, which you can see here. There they fought some zombies. There they pursued 3 of the refugees who'd been abducted by wolves, one of which was a dire wolf. Making their way north, they fought a giant creature in this prison that was infecting people, turning them into zombies in pods. I'm not getting everything linear, the story right now. This is just kind of the narrative, at least for this particular dungeon. Last week, they decided to explore the dungeon further, and now we have a naked child in the background trying to obscure his nakedness. And now he's showing me a meme.
Must have been good.
Go to bed, you nerd. As they explored this mess hall, they ran into 2 gelatinous cubes, which, for those of you who are unaware, there are 2 giant cubes which are gelatinous. I don't know how else to describe gelatinous.
They're slimy. That's what they are.
Slimy. They're slimy. They're gross. I think Vy'nia / Blue kind of got freaked out a little bit.
Ew, gross.
Pretty much. They nonetheless killed them. And I was asked about whether or not I had treasure prepared.
A couple times.
Because of your guys going down into that deep, dark area. And so what I'm going to do is say, yes, I do have stuff prepared. And I put it in there. There is loot in the party sheet. For those of you who don't, well, a lot of this is loot. Yeah. Yes, a lot of this is old loot that we didn't quite sell off. So I'm going to make certain to sell it off after this particular
blast
dissemination. Yeah, there's some fun items I threw in there. Blast boots. These sets of rockets come in pairs and strap onto existing footwear on a creature's feet. Inserting them and aligning them properly takes 1 minute. When you activate the blast boots, you can high jump or long jump without the need to stride first. Higher level versions increase the distance of your high jump. When you activate the moderate blast boost to high jump, you can increase the vertical distance of your high jump by up to 30 feet.
Wow.
When you activate them to long jump, you can increase the horizontal distance to 45.
That's awesome.
So they're not, they don't allow you to fly, but I thought this was a kind of a fun item.
That is fun. And it doesn't seem to have like charges that go away. It's just like they work.
No, it does
forever.
not.
That's cool.
Yes. So, and now obviously, if that becomes a little broken, we'll find a way.
We might start counting charges.
We might, all of a sudden it's running out of gas. That's interesting. I don't know how that happened. But for right now, they run on magical explosions. So why don't you guys go ahead and take a look at the rest of that loot? And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and explain to those on the stream kind of what else they see on this map. Fair enough? So that way you guys can occupy yourselves while I occupy them. Just a reminder, if you do find an item, and this goes for you too, Vy'nia, you have access to any of that gear that they got from the previous fight, you can feel free to throw that on your character sheet. How you do that, open up your character sheet. Pretty easy. Go to your inventory tab. And then you will drag and drop the items from the party sheet. Now, I forgot, Vy'nia, do you know where the party sheet is?
Yes.
Oh, you're a mensch. Thank you, Jester. So feel free to go ahead and take a look through that. Anything that's not taken, I will turn into coin and give to you immediately because I don't want to deal with selling things later on. It's just easier that way.
Can I have Onyx Panther?
What is Onyx Panther?
I don't know.
It gives you full range of movement while sneaking.
Ooh, that's fun. That's up to you guys. I tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. I want you each to give me a in the Fantasy Grounds chat. Put the items that you want. Okay, give me one chat. I don't want like you chatting for every single item you find because that'll get ridiculous.
Okay.
Just do one chat. Look at everything. Start making a list, and then when you're ready to press enter, that's what you'll be on. That's what you'll have declared that you want. If there's any ties, we'll go ahead and roll on those to determine who and what comes next. Make sense, y'all? Cool. I'm going to pretend you guys heard me. All right, so for our friends out there, this is the mess hall that they just fought in. And they kind of got the gist from some signs on the wall. Yeah, that's what happened. Some signs on the wall. That the mess hall was connected to a barracks, which they are fixing to kind of explore in more full. But for those of you who are joining in for the first time, we're doing this entire campaign off the cuff, and that includes me as the GM. And so what that means is I'm filling in maps as they go. Part of that is just because I think it's fun. Part of that, but just different. And part of that is also I'm not really great at preparing. I'm going to be honest. And so we do a lot of table rolling here for what they run into. And so this dungeon is no exception. And so what they found is that the northern area is kind of this dungeon area for them to explore. They also know that there's some caverns to the west and the south. Things that weren't quite created into a dungeon, but maybe had the plans to be eventually created into one. Does that make sense, y'all? While they were looking at that as well, let me go ahead and show you guys another thing to catch everybody up while they're looking at items. And I organized all my maps so that I could be good. I'm going to show everybody the big map.
Yeah, Maj starts to insult everybody.
Yes, these blast boots, they look like they would be good for somebody else. This bottled lightning, I can cast the lightning. I have the spell mage and I don't like axes or sneaking. So you all might have this slime-covered goop of equipment.
Sir
Yeah,
Hammond,
it is
Sir
slime
Hammond
covered and gross.
He's interested in the blast boots. The cool axe looks super sweet, and also the bottled lightning. But the hand of the mage kind of grosses him out. As a lawful good paladin, I don't think he's interested in carrying around a mummified hand. That's not his bag.
I mean, the previous user would not be needing it. And who knows, you might need to lift something of less than one bulk towards you. Up, down, left, right. Who knows? It could be useful.
I'm used to using my own hands, thank you very much. If I need magic hands, I will call upon you.
Yes. We hear you using your hands every night, but this is a different story.
This is most inappropriate. How dare you?
That's messed up. It's messed up.
Whatever do you mean, good sir? I see polishing your sword at night.
Repression. Bum. Repression.
I don't know. Bolas and Panther. I like both of them.
Feel free to roll for the boots and the bottled lightning too, if you like, because we'll
Yeah,
just
if
roll,
you want those, yeah.
we'll roll for it. I don't have a claim over it.
I can actually see it in my mind's eye, just like a small explosion, but it's her like kind of long jumping through the sky, and at that moment you see her kind of like bearing down for a rifle midair.
Oh my god,
that'd be cool as hell.
terrifying.
She's already cat. She's very flexible and she can jump. Okay, she's jungle folk. She can run. She can climb trees very easily.
Blue, I don't know if I showed. I'm not making funny. I think it would be awesome. I'm not. I don't think I showed you this map, Blue. So I kind of want to. I don't know if it helps you, but it would help me. Have I showed you this map yet?
No.
Okay, this is the kind of like the bigger surrounding area of the world that you're in. Okay, you see the Isle of Terror kind of in the center of that lake? Okay,
Yeah.
that is where the Whispering Tyrant was before he burst out. That area called the area called the Gravelands, that used to be the nation of Lastwall. That's the island that got overwhelmed. That's the nation that got overwhelmed. It has been renamed kind of macabrely into the Gravelands because there's nothing but death there. You can see that Vigil is on its northern border, and that's kind of where you guys are, is in the vicinity of Vigil. All of these nations have their own little stories and things that are going on. But Ustalav on the whole think like Eastern European and think very like distrustful of people. Belkson to the west, that is the area of like orcs and stuff like that. And if you ever have any other questions, feel free to ask it. But currently, you guys know that the Whispering Tyrant is now pushing his way into Belkson, trying to overwhelm the orc hordes. Cool. All right, looks like we have all gear figured out. So let's go to the party sheet. There is no roll-offs, so everybody go ahead and just take their gear.
Use the little red dragon, just drag it into your inventory tab.
Correct. And if Wade was here, I'd let him roll on things, but he's not here, and that's on him.
Oh, wait. Can I just take all the bolas?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
Yeah, you can just go ahead and take all of them.
Or you could take one and change it to 2, the number to 2.
Yeah, it was 3 of them, but I know I got 2 bolas in there. How do I get rid of that?
Oh, I see. You have 2 separate bola. Yeah.
Stacks. It's annoying.
We'll just go ahead and delete that, and we'll go like that, and we'll go like that. There you go. Got you, Blue.
Okay,
Cool.
perfect. And then I grab the Onyx Panther.
So, Bees, will you go ahead and describe what the Retribution Axe is? Because it's pretty badass.
It's really fun. It says this is a magical great axe that bears the design of a human skull. Whenever a creature hits you with an attack, the skull changes its appearance to look like the face of that creature. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to your next damage roll against that creature before the end of your turn. That's fun because because the face reshapes each time you're damaged. You get the additional damage only if you attack the creature that damaged you most recently. So that's pretty fun. It's called the Retribution Axe.
Yeah. All right. Did you already put it onto your sheet?
Let me try it again.
There you go.
Have.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell everything else, and that will get converted into money for y'all. And that will get split up between y'all. Let's go ahead and see here. I think I've got 5 of you. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. And Shapoopy. Everybody gets their money. Everybody gets 82 silver pieces, 8 gold pieces, and 1 copper piece. All right, so cool. We're past the kind of the housekeeping portion. So let's set the scene, and then we'll go from there. You guys are all in the mess hall, and you just fought these 2 gelatinous cubes. They have exploded. Sir Hammond was entirely enveloped in one and floating around paralyzed for a moment before finally being released from a blow that was given to it by Yozu, I think. Maybe, or maybe it was Vy'nia. Either way, he is free now. The battle is over, and you guys are all sitting in this mess hall, wondering what to do next. The plan, as far as I understand it, the original reason you came down into the dungeon, because you're kind of in the middle of a mourning phase right now, is to kind of clean it up, to get it to essentially serve as a shelter for the refugees that have been following you around. So that way, they don't have to keep following you. You know that they're safe in a spot, in a place, and you can kind of go off on your own. One caveat, one note that I wanted to make before we jump in. I'm going to go ahead and share this map with everybody. Okay. This is the map that we've been filling in with all the different adventures and the little quests and things that we've got. You've got the hamlet that you guys are currently in. You've got that little water spring right there. You've got the Mage's Tower that you've explored, this barren area with what appears to be some type of creature. You've got the undead, which are marching to the west. You've got Vigil to your south, that is essentially just a smoking ruin. You guys got a lot of different story things that you're going for, and that's amazing. So I want to make something very clear here. Because honestly, if I'm looking at this map, we have explored maybe, I don't know, 8% of it. Mm-hmm. And we're already getting a ton of side quests and possible different things to do. You will not be able to do everything. And that is okay. It will be impossible within the constraints that we have set for this campaign to be able to do everything. What'd you say, Blue?
No, nothing.
Just reacting to that. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
The quest log is full, and we don't need to feel the pressure to complete it all.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you get around to doing something, great, we'll do it. If you don't, no big. Keep in mind, all of this is off the cuff. And so I'm throwing out lines for you guys to grab onto. And if you like one, go ahead and grab it and yank on it, and we'll go for it. But Just wanted you guys to not feel that burden, because I get that burden when I'm playing a video game where I'm like, shit, I got to do everything. I want to do every single side quest. But this is a moving world with moving parts. We already know that the Whispering Tyrant is going off to the west, continuing his march. His forces are active within this region and the world. So that necessitates being able to focus on things and doing what you want. So, all right, with that said, I leave it in your guys' capable hands. You are in the mess hall. Cobwebs are all about the place. Goo is splattered everywhere, and I imagine the smell of rot, as well as just that musty old smell that you get from maybe like walking into an attic that you haven't been into for a very long time, just permeates the place. The echoes of your footsteps bounce off of the walls in a way that it wouldn't topside. Even you can just taste it on the air. Just something isn't right. Darkness permeates this entire place as you're looking about, and Sir Hammond is covered in goo. Some of you are maybe sore from already the day's work, whether it be from cleaning or whether it be from fighting these creatures. The scene is set. It is yours. Take it away.
Sir Hammond, come here for a second.
Sir Hammond stands up, slings some slime off of him.
Hold up! Don't.
What
You
is it?
You see Maj take out a small glass vial. Come here, and you see him
It's like
brushing
Ghostbusters.
some of the goo into it. You never know. I might find a use for this. And he puts a little stopper on it and puts it in his little belt.
Oh no, he's collecting goo.
Well, I'm done with it, so that's fine by me.
Hey, if you saw the creature, it paralyzed you. It might have some sort of paralytic tendencies or properties, Perhaps we could find a way to coat your ammunition in it.
He looks over to Vy'nia, yeah.
Ammunition? I don't want no slimy, slippery substance inside of my gun to get it gucked up. No.
What if we make the ammunition hollow?
Nope.
And then you inject it into it.
Do you know how hard it is to make a ball hollow?
Actually, I do know how. I am a very good tinker. I can make many things. Sir Hammond, why did you go to the townspeople to repair your field? I could have done it in a matter of seconds.
She crosses her arms and she's just like, you know what? I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, great. Let's slather it on some daggers. I'll put it on my daggers. I can try. You want to experiment? I can do that.
I'm sorry. Did this instrument you wield that explodes, you called it a cum?
Excuse me, what? A gun with a G, darling.
Oh, gum. You called it gum.
Yeah.
The stuff that you chew. Or the stuff that you put in your mouth. Okay.
No, gun. Okay, you know what?
Done. It's a done.
This is the interesting explosive device. Where did you get this?
Is he still holding my gun? Who was looking at it? No, it was...
Hot Dish was looking at your gun.
Hot Dish is looking at it, and he's like, oh, why don't you look there? And he's like looking down the barrel, and his finger's clearly on the trigger. Oh, golly, it's at least a pretty great weapon right there.
At least it's unloaded. You don't have to worry about it. You pull that trigger, you could blow your face off, but it's okay. It's unloaded. Can I have it back?
Blow this trigger. He clicks the trigger, and it just makes a click sound, and he's like, while he's looking down it, and you know that's highly dangerous. And he's like, yeah. It's pretty cool right there, eh?
Oh, God.
Where did you find this machine?
I didn't find it. My dad made it for me.
Is your father a wizard?
Maj walks over to the gun and takes his finger around the end of the barrel.
No, it was he handcrafted it.
A mixture of saltpeter. Yes. I think I could figure out the chemical composition of this.
You probably could, but I also know how to make my own ammunition.
I could maybe
My father
make it
taught me
better.
from many. I swear to God, this kid.
These cats are not the brightest. They do eat mice and rats.
Ew, gross. I don't eat things like that. Ew, gross. Look,
She
my
also
dad
just
made it for
glanced
me.
over the fact
He's a
that I called her
gunsmith. He
stupid.
passed it down on me. And I promise you, it's okay. The one that you're holding, that's called a blunderbuss, okay? You don't have to call it a gun. It's a blunderbuss.
Yes.
Okay, the other one is my arquebus.
Why not call it something simpler, like a shotgun?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It's easier to say than blunder.
As long as you don't shoot your cum at me, that's fine. It's terrifying.
The worst,
You know
Brandon. You're the
what?
worst.
You know what? I'm probably gonna do that to you just to make just and it's gonna be all over your face.
Held up a shield.
Right.
You wouldn't.
I'm gonna take back my weapon. It's gonna have to get cleaned and
Worst.
all sorts of stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Time passes.
Moving on.
Time passes. The bickering continues, reverberating off of the mess hall. Eventually, Hot Dish says, "Hey, you know, folks, I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go out topside. I'm gonna go catch us a deer so that we can keep on eating. So, plus my guys will just be around town, making certain to help out where they can and the like. So, you know, if you need them, just holler at us. All right, talk to you later. You remember, talk to Furge or Burge or Courage. And remember, I'm Dirge. You can call me Hot Dish. All right, bye." And as he's walking off, you just hear him go, "Oh, there's some fine architecture right there. That's pretty great." And he's just kind of like
His
talking
voice
aloud
echoes
the entire
slowly.
way. Until he disappears.
I think that guy's gonna go ice fishing.
Yozu says, that I'm going to go get back to cleaning. The quicker we can make this hospitable for people, the better. And she'll be in the dungeon doing just that, because that is the action she took, but it got interrupted by the fight.
Sure. I think Sir Hammond at this point would go around lighting torches. Because you said it was dark in here, so using the flint and steel from my pack, I would just be lighting up some torches to get a better look at this place, because I don't have dark vision.
Absolutely. So yeah, you throw some torches and you see that this is pretty much just like a mess hall. This is where people eat. Now, in terms of like, you don't see in this particular mess hall the kitchen. You know that might be elsewhere. But it's clear that there's tons of people, tons of tables, that this would be more than sufficient to fit the needs of the refugees. And maybe even the townspeople if they were to come in here too. You're looking at, remember, 60 some odd people if you're including the townspeople. Right now you just have to worry pretty much about the 30 or so refugees in tow.
Yeah.
Can I go check out this door to the barracks?
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. So yeah, Vy'nia moves down. Did you already move? I'm going to guess. I was 100% right. Maj moved back to the library. That's amazing.
Of course he did. He left without saying a word.
I love his I love his commitment to the bit. So yeah, Vy'nia, you open up the doors. That strange musk smell just kind of hit. Not strange. That musk smell of just old kind of hits you. And you probably like put a tentative, suspicious paw into this place. Cautious, actually, is the word that I'm looking for. Especially having almost walked into a gelatinous cube yourself.
Oh my God. No, please no.
Yeah.
Don't
But
go
that
alone.
said-
Don't go alone. I'll be following her.
Wait, I don't know if I actually want to go in there. Can I just like peek my head in, see if anything's like just like right, like hits me, like my face, my senses. I want to smell something maybe because my nose is very sensitive. I'm awfully exhausted from that previous fight. I don't know if we want to go in there or we want to go rest, and I have to clean my guns.
Looks like I disabled. Yeah, as you look into this place, into this particular dungeon, this area of the dungeon, it looks pretty non-threatening. You make your way in. You see what appears to be kind of like an some type of resource area off to the east here, with stairs kind of leading down into kind of like a lower area. That is what you would see just by peeking your head in.
Can I? can I take like she's gonna lower her face mask and she's gonna take a good whiff of the room. Maybe she can sense something or smell something out of the ordinary like mildewy sense.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That cat knows.
You don't have to like.
Not bad. So yeah, you kind of like put your nose up to the air and sniff it in, and you don't smell anything outside of just that musk.
Well, I don't really smell anything. It's just musty in there. It might be, I don't know. Do you want to check it out, or do you want to go and rest, Mr. Hammond? Sir Hammond.
I would like to investigate the space. Make sure it's. We want people living here. We must make sure it's safe for them.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna enter the. Hi. Okay. Hi. You want to go down the stairs, or you want to check out that supply room? Maybe there's something in there. I see boxes.
I'm not sure. I don't have a lantern in my inventory, but I thought we had a lantern.
Ooh! I have a torch.
Yeah, a torch is nice, but I want both my hands, so I was wondering if I could wear a lantern at my belt.
I think I also have a lantern. Let me check my handy dandy bag.
Big. That's a legit Midwesterner right there.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking in, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You do see that this place is very usable for what you guys are thinking about utilizing it for. There are... What's the words I'm looking for? It just appears to be kind of like a small storage room for work supplies, which honestly, given your influx, that'd be a blessing. You guys are getting tools, you're getting people, having a place to put them. Just kind of like little logistic stuff like that would be really helpful just in this place. And that's not even what you've explored from the rest of this map either, or from this area.
Right. Okay.
Sir Hammond, you're awfully... Are you wearing some sort of... Are you making a lot of noise when you're walking around?
Yeah, I'm pretty noisy with my armor on. It's not like full plate. Well, I do have new armor, but it's still noisy.
Sir, you're making a lot of noise. Do you want me to maybe go in first, stealthy, and make sure there's nothing in there?
He looks back. He says, I suppose so. Please, be my guest. I also have the lantern at my belt now, so I'll be having some light passively on me.
Passive light, that's great, because I have low light vision. As long as there's light, I can see a little bit farther.
Yeah,
so.
That works.
Oh my god, she is yelling.
She's so cute.
I'm sorry.
She's so
It's
cute.
so funny how everyone else's kid is cute and your kids are the worst. That's my experience. So I enjoy interactions with other people's children, but when mine show up, I'm like, these little demons.
I understand that. So, Sir Hammond, you begin to explore. You see kind of like a long corridor that leads on.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Can I do a stealth check? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Can I do a stealth check to make sure I don't get seen if I walk forward a little bit forward?
That's absolutely fine. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. We'll see how well it goes. Yeah, you're stealthing it.
What does your new thing do for your stealth checks? Your new item? What was it again?
She can move full speed as stealth,
Gotcha.
instead of half.
Nice.
When I'm
Right. By default, stealth. When you're stealth, you move half speed, but with that item, you can move at full speed. She's still muting because you're a child.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, so
now it allows me to sneak, and while I'm sneaking, I get full speed. So instead of getting half speed for sneaking, I get full speed for sneaking.
That's cool.
Yes.
So
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a nice little
Sneak away.
It's a nice little thing, man.
So what I
So yeah, I don't know how much I see where we are, but we continue to explore.
Sure.
I guess I'm following you.
Yeah,
I-
continue to roll me.
I totally stepped on some sort of something on those stairs and it made a loud noise. I wasn't very stealthy.
Yeah. I mean, you do get that vibe. Like it's like
Plus
okay,
11
it's
ain't
not-
bad. Even if you roll low, plus 11's pretty nice.
Okay. Yeah. So, but maybe.
All right. Well, yeah, I know you're making your way through, and you don't. Again, it just looks like a long corridor. You don't get the vibe that there's anything crazy going on here. But as you are like looking, you do see as you get past here, Sir Hammond, like the stairs leading down here.
Sure.
There's a door also that leads this way. You begin poking your head in, and you see that, this is almost like a small armory over here with weapons on racks, shields up against the wall. All of this is old equipment.
Yeah.
You don't feel like it'd be super great, but, hey, something might be better than nothing at this point.
It's free
So
crappy
how-
weapons. Yeah.
Exactly. So how I would kind of like put that is right now, at least, is like just a bunch of simple and martial weapons. Nothing crazy about them or anything like that. But presumably you go through here, kind of explore. Go ahead and roll me a perception check while you guys are in there.
This is perfectly functional. As an armory. Kind of like looking through the swords, picking them up, moving them around. It still works.
Yeah. Sir Hammond, you're looking through there, and everything seems like you pick up a few of the weapons. You might find a few that are like, okay, these just need to be sharpened. But on the whole, mostly kind of junky.
Yeah. This is workable for a impromptu
No.
militia. What?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It looks nice. I'm more of an expert on guns though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And crossbows.
And crossbows, yeah. Bows, arrows.
As you continue exploring, I'm going to have you guys move your tokens maybe kind of into that this area. You find like a big common area. But you also find what appear to be some like older like bunk beds, which would be perfect for the people that you're taking care of, and kind of like a bathroom of sorts in here for people to kind of like wash up. But it looks like, hey, at least there's a common place. Like this is kind of like an answer to prayer, for lack of a better way of putting it. All of the kind of amenities and things you were hoping for to kind of house the refugees. All right, so we're going to come back to you. Going to visit Maj really quick. Maj, what are you doing with your ward?
So Maj in the center of the library is casting his spell Elemental Zone to help his fledgling connect more with what he calls the ether. It will highlight and bring in more attunement to the magical energy that he's trying to tap into. Now, normally this spell would be all for increasing you get a +2 status bonus to any spell damage of this type, but kind of trying to make it into more of a theatric to help the child.
You're trying to grab Jedric's attention and really pull him in.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Roll me an Arcana check to continue to train him.
All right.
And we'll give you like a +2 to the roll.
30.
30. Okay. You're trying to teach Jedral, this 9-year-old boy, electric arc. That's been your goal several times now. You can sense that he's like almost got it. And I imagine like you're sitting there with him, and I imagine this moment, at least in my mind's eye, that's very like almost Yoda teaching Luke, with you kind of like right over his shoulder. Jedral kind of like taking like a big deep breath out, and I imagine he kind of like he brings it in, he breathes it out, his eyes open, and if there was a camera facing Jedral's eyes, I imagine you'd see kind of like electricity like in his like pupils, like coming out. And I imagine it kind of like spreads out through him and his body and down his arms. And you set up this bottle on the far side of the room, and he casts it. A full electric arc that hits this bottle and shatters it, making it explode all throughout the room. You have no doubt in your mind that this kid has finally learned this spell you've been trying to teach him for a couple days now.
Good, you young. Let the hate flow through you. I mean, sorry, wrong, universe. Okay, now, you understand now how to attune to the ether and kind of feel the movement of magic through your body. Am I not mistaken?
Yes, I think I'm getting it.
Okay. And so, while I am working on other projects, I want you to look over these scrolls. Now, these scrolls contain magical casting spells. I want you to copy them down into your own spell book. Name your book. Protect your book. Because other wizards and other people will want to steal this book from you. This is going to become your life. The more knowledge you gain, the more power to protect your people you will have. The more lives you might save or better. And with that,
I just set down all the scrolls that I had gotten earlier.
Make sure to do this in a timely manner. I have yet to look through these myself.
How's Maj feeling?
Very proud. He took basically a orphan, street urchin, or he has no clue this kid's past. I mean, Maj was kind of an academy dropout, but he's finding himself as a good teacher.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting story. For those of you who are unaware, he has this ward named Jedral. He's been training for 5 sessions now, it feels like. Every now and then getting some training in, just trying to teach him Electric Arc, which is like a level 0 cantrip, just to get him going. And we rolled early on to find out if there is any magic aptitude amidst the refugees, and 3 kids kind of stepped forward. Jedral was a prodigy because we rolled a natural 20 on his aptitude, and so we're making it a bit easier for him to learn. That's kind of how it's manifesting. But cool, awesome. So this moment passes. We see Maj beaming with pride, maybe in the background, and I imagine in that particular moment, we also see Jedral, who, he's still learning, but you can tell that he's been practicing at the very least with this so much that your kind of like eyes go over to him, and you see him just playing with the electricity on his fingertips, like zzz, zzz, almost like how you would touch your fingertips, but he's leaving a small space in between each one to like make a little arc in between each one, almost like it's this little exercise that he's doing. And then he'll like move to his left hand, and he does it there, and so on and so forth. Cool. All right, let's go back to our explorers. Yozu is cleaning the mess hall. She's not too terribly far. I forgot that we actually got this area over here, the main entrance, done. The hallway is working on. By the way, I have a new rule of thumb for how we're going to like effectively do this. I'm gonna put it like a 4. I'm gonna put a 4 clock on each one, which means you need 4 successes for each room. When you hit 4 successes for each room, it will make it habitable for your group. I feel like that's a discernible metric that you guys can see and that we can mark on the map. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go... Okay, apparently I'm not going to go. I just want to draw. I don't want to create lines. There we go. 4. And I think over here we've got 3. Maj doesn't mind working in the grossness because he's a rat. And
he hasn't even cleaned his book space.
He's a rat.
No.
He doesn't care.
No.
That poor child. That poor child.
I can read in the dark. I can see in the dim light. I can live in the filth.
Yep.
As he brushes off his shoulder and you see dirt just come out of his fur.
So it makes me itchy.
You guys continue to explore this particular area. Yeah, you find that not only is this a living space, you've got some beds over here that maybe could be fixed up. There's a little area over here that leads out into what appears to be kind of like a training space and some more beds with end tables and the like next to them. Vy'nia, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you're kind of going through the space. And tell me what you guys are doing. Are you like, are you opening any of the crates? Are you messing around with the training dummies? Are you getting up on the training space? Are you like jumping on the bed to, are you opening drawers on the end tables? What is kind of like, paint the picture for me.
I think of Sir Hammond, at least in the previous room, was like literally like slapping the beds to see all the dust and probably just stripping the beds. We'll have to bring in new linens and at some point probably hollers out to the other refugees. If they're not close, I mean, he might make a trip because he doesn't want to do cleaning. He wants to encourage others to do the cleaning.
You can just see Vy'nia taking 2 little fingernails and lifting up the corner of the beds, like trying to look underneath of the sheets, and she walks over to each of the nightstands and she's kind of like just opening the drawers if they open. Because if they're struggling to open, then maybe she'll hit it a couple times and just kind of open the drawer. She's just making sure there's nothing too gross in the sheets, or she's looking through each of the nightstands because that's a lot of beds. There's got to be something in there, and she's exploring.
Roll me a perception check, Vy'nia.
I did.
Roll me. What, for this room?
Yes.
Right, it was for this room.
Yeah, it was after Maji's.
Okay, cool. All right, just give me a second then, real quick here.
Oh God, there's something in there.
That doesn't mean that there's something in there. It just means that there's. Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
However, as you go to touch this particular end table, I need you to roll me a reflex save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
You got dexterity. Ooh. Oh, that's still plus 11.
Vy'nia, you touch the drawer.
Yes.
Like this, the little door handle.
Yeah. Yes.
And for whatever reason, your hand can't let go. It's like stuck. There's like some type of adhesive or something.
Oh. Ew.
It's gonna be a nightmare for her.
She just lets out a scream.
Vy'nia! Okay, Sir Hammond comes running. Sword in hand.
Okay, Sir Hammond can stop right where the hell he is.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna let Yozu get a little bit closer as well because she heard the scream. Let me explain what Vy'nia sees. As she, her hand is stuck to this drawer. She's like, "What? Why can't I let go? What's sticking me?" The drawer itself like kind of like comes out a little bit, and you can see a row of sharp, jagged teeth on the inside of the drawer. And on the end table at the very top, eyes open up out of where there would be kind of like, you know, those circles on wood where the knots are. And it just kind of like opens up and starts to blink. And out of the end table, and on the very like tip of like where your hand is stuck, like it is like this slimy ass, gross purple tongue. I need all of you to roll a initiative. Roll for initiative.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling
initiative.
Yes.
On your action tab, it's in it.
I think
Top
Brandon
left
knows
corner.
what's going on, by the way. Brandon, you know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
It's a mimic.
Yeah, classic D&D monster. I've never actually... No, I've run one before. So I've never fought one before. I've run one in 5e before.
The big teeth and
Yeah,
everything.
they could pretend to be all kinds of things.
Honestly, I wasn't
I
certain
want-
whether it was going to be you to trigger it or if it was going to be Vy'nia to trigger it.
I want to capture it.
You want to capture the mimic.
I want to capture the mimic and train it.
It's a shame you're on the other side of the, of the dungeon.
It's a shame you won't hear my scream.
It's a shame this thing will be dead by the time Maj gets there. Let me go ahead and show you kind of what the mimic looks like, y'all, just because of some fun artwork here. Yeah, a mouth opens up, a gaping maw, and Vy'nia. What's going through Vanya's mind?
Panic, squeals, but the moment that she sees the eyes starting opening and that tongue started coming out and she's stuck, she screamed first. Her hair standing on end. The first thing she's going to do is grab her dagger.
Absolutely. Cool.
And I want
All
to bring the dagger up and maybe stab its tongue before it can. That'd be great.
I'm gonna keep Yozu in,
On the
but
tracker?
we
Nice.
already said hot dish is gone, so we're gonna go ahead and
We're dishless.
proceed accordingly. You're dishless. All right. It is the top of
Our dishes
round.
have grown cold.
By the way, the DC on that check, the perception check, DC 28. That's rough.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought
Mimic's
her
got
24
some
would have
stealth.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
I
that
was like,
I thought I did pretty damn good.
It's a monster that's
Yeah,
meant not
me
to
too.
be found.
Clearly.
yes, yeah, 100%. That's half the fun of it, is getting people.
Same as a freaking cube, which you did get to see, thankfully, before he ran into it.
What's Dave Chappelle say? Ha ha! Gotcha, bitch! It's kinda, which I would have said to Bees.
Fair.
Okay, let's put on some fight music. Boo. 'Cause we got ourselves a combat. Okay. Goal is to kill one of you today.
It's good to have goals.
Oh, that's right. It's good to have goals. Got my brass die. Yozu is up. Yozu hears the scream of Vy'nia and moves to action. So let's go ahead and move her accordingly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's one move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sees Vy'nia being attacked. She only has one action left, and she's just freaking out. So she's just going to try and move closer to kind of position herself. That will be her turn. By the way, let's go ahead and throw this mimic in here.
I was going to say you didn't roll initiative yet.
Oh, no, I did.
Oh, you can't see
couldn't
it. Gotcha. There he is, before me.
Okay, and it is the mimic's turn. It looks at... First off, you have the grabbed condition, which we need to apply to you, Miss Vy'nia. All right, so let's go ahead and do that.
I don't know how to do
Shit.
that. What-
I can do
what
it.
you think?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy. I sincerely appreciate it. While you're
grabbed.
grabbed, It is going to go ahead and shoot out its pseudopod at you. The end table, a piece of wood, turns into... Still looks like wood, but it's all bendy and unnatural and tries to slap Vy'nia. Next strike, that is a 33. That is a critical hit. We're going to go ahead here, and we're going to roll... It's not named, so it doesn't get a D100 roll, but we are going to roll some damage. Here we go, Miss Vy'nia. Oh, God, an 8. That is 26 points of damage to Vy'nia. Oh, my God. The reason she's laughing is because she has 32 hit points and only has 5 left.
Oh, my gosh. That's insanity. I'm glad you brought the priest to the party.
Second attack.
Oh my god.
Second attack!
It has 3 actions.
But this one's at a minus.
Can I...
Blue, I just wanted to say, by the way, welcome to our game. All right, second attack. Here we go. At a -5, this will be for a cumulative +9 on the attack. That is a natural 3. So that will actually be a miss on Vy'nia. It's going to try and hit her again. This one is at a -10. Let's find out if it hits. There's a 16 on the die. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 12 on the die, but with the which gives it a 26. With the -10, that will also be a miss. So Vy'nia, the first attack slaps you silly. I imagine like blood, maybe like a cat tooth, like comes out. Probably the hardest you've been hit in your entire life. Just absolutely wrecks you. And it just, you blink from it, and then you finally get your wits about you as like it tries to slap you again. And even though your hand is still stuck to it, you dodge the blow, and it comes up again. And this time, like you jump over the pseudopod that tries to sweep its your feet out from underneath you. That is its turn. Sir Hammond, you're a go.
Sir Hammond, hears her screaming and comes running, and I guess I'll start here. I believe my movement speed is 25. Sorry, I got all these things open. I'm rocking too hard. I might turn down my transcape a little bit. All right, Sir Hammond comes running. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and he sees
action 1.
Yeah, wow. I said that he came running with his longsword and shield out. So he pulls them out as part of these actions. What's up?
She's panting.
Yeah, that's freaking out. For his second action, he's going to have to move in closer. Again, make sure he has his stuff out. Third action is to attack. With this +1 longsword. Takes a swing at this weird thing.
Take
29.
Oh, let me target it first. Sorry, but I didn't target it.
It's okay.
Get my hand free.
That is a hit. Unfortunately, that is not a crit.
Jeez.
I'm going to need you to roll me damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to need you to roll me a reflex save.
Son of a mother. Okay, damage first.
7 points of damage to the mimic. You hit it pretty good and hard.
That's what she said. Sucks. Oh my god.
You slam your longsword into it, and you go to like pull it out, and your hand breaks free from the handle as your sword is stuck to the mimic. It is a DC 23 athletics check to retrieve your weapon.
Okay, well, that's better that than reflexes. Okay, that's it for Sir Hammond. He freaks out that he's off his sword.
That is Sir Hammond's turn. He got to get hit. Vy'nia, it is your turn. If you would like to try and escape this, you absolutely can. It is going to be an escape DC check, which I believe that is a skill. Is it? No. There's a DC 23 athletics check to get rid to us, or maybe a reflex.
Is it athletics or reflex?
I think it's both. I'll say you can use an athletics to pull it off, or you can use a reflex save for right now, because I don't know because it doesn't specify, and that's what it calls for in the initial thing. So yeah, I'll say reflex or athletics.
No, that doesn't count, right?
If it's not, if I don't see it.
Place another creature giving. I don't know what grab means.
I just put the description. It should automatically apply to your stuff, but I didn't mean it was helpful. But yeah.
So, I mean, my reflex is much higher than my.
Then go ahead and use reflex. Let's just we'll keep it going. You use a reflex save. Vy'nia, first action. You pull your hand out, whipping it away from the mimic. You are no longer stuck to it. That was your first action.
I'm gonna run behind the healer. Can I? Is there
Absolutely.
So I can move. Wait. God damn it! How do I do that?
Yeah, it's 5 feet per square.
So I can move right behind the. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have the movement, you can absolutely do that.
And that's 25, right? I'm not.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and move your token.
Oh my god.
As you move away from the mimic, something happens.
Oh no.
Attack of opportunity.
No, I'm just fucking with you. You're good.
Oh. That's one of the things you need to be worried about. Some creatures have an ability called an attack of opportunity, and they'll. Well, you're going to throw them at.
Whack you good.
Well, I'm clearly hurt.
Never turn
I'm
your
clearly
nose
taking shelter. Yeah. She's panting. She's growling. She's holding her head. It's bleeding profusely. I have one action left, right?
Yes.
Is there any way that she can toss a bola at it to try and tie up those tendrils that it's whipping around?
I'll definitely allow you to try. Go for it. I think that's a fun idea.
Yeah. It's just maybe her vision's a little blurry, but maybe she can slow it down a little bit.
So that would be against its AC, and that is unfortunately not enough. So yeah, your bola hits it, but I imagine like its tendrils are just like whipping so wildly that it hits the bola out mid-air, okay. You know, hitting it onto like one of the stone walls. You hear the just reverberating off of the walls. All right, Vy'nia, that was your turn. You no longer have the grabbed conditions. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And Maj, you are up. I'm going to say that you heard the scream.
I would like to actually point out, I'm 3 rooms away.
Mm-hmm.
Could I hear that? Should I roll a perception?
So, with the acoustics, as they are in a stone building, everything would reverberate. So it's very possible that you heard it.
I did scream.
Another thing, you do have people in the dungeon with you who are cleaning, and I imagine they also heard Vy'nia scream, and they might be Now, if you want to roll a perception check, you're more than welcome to. Or what I can do at the very least is see how long it takes for them to get to you by rolling a die. Let's do both. You roll a perception check, and I'm gonna roll a D6, and it's gonna be for 1d3 rounds for how long it takes for a person to get to you. It'll take 2 rounds at least for them to get to you. A 17, though, again, given the acoustics of the place, I think maybe you hear something amiss. Maybe you're not entirely certain what it was.
Okay.
But you do hear something out of order.
So Maj will go ahead and his progeny, his student, his pupil, whatever the hell you want to call him, his fledgling, stay here, keep copying these spells, and he'll start to run. No.
Cool.
He's in the dead center of that library, of course.
Yep. So the door's right there. We'll say he got to the door.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think when you get to the door, you see townspeople at this point running, and they're like, there's a scream near the new area. People were exploring. Also, as Jadral goes to open up a new book in the library, he notices his hand sticks to the book.
Oh, no.
All right, moving on. Let's keep going on here, guys. Oh, no. I'm just screwing with you.
Okay.
That'd be terrible. Okay. That'd be terrible if a GM did that to you.
You'd
have to be evil to do that.
That would be awful.
I mean, I've been in that room for like the past 3 days.
I know. That's why I'm like, yeah, no, that wouldn't make sense at all. Okay, Maj, that was your turn. Sir Hammond, but you have gone, haven't you?
Yeah, I
Why
did.
is this?
Did Maji's initiative change?
I think Maj, I guess, I don't know. Oh, he just rolled. Oh, I see what happened. He rolled the initiative perception.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. That's okay. It's okay. We got it all fixed. All right, it is Yozu's turn. She's like, do you want me to heal you, or should I light this thing up? You guys tell me. Because my player's not here, and the GM doesn't want to make that decision.
Heal her.
Help.
Whoa. Okay.
I can't see. I can't concentrate. I can't.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what Yozu would do, actually. So she's like, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. And she will lay hands on you, even though she really doesn't, for a 2-action heal. Because she's level 3 at this point. This will actually be 2d10. So let me go ahead and change that. Target. I need to give her a second d10. Okay, let me actually change this one while we're here. Change that to a second d10. And let me go ahead and change that one while we're here. Change that to a second d10. All right, here we go. She's going to target Vy'nia for a 2-action heal. Boom. Vy'nia gets 9 points of healing. Oh, I'm sorry, 19 points of healing. Vy'nia, you went from feeling really shitty to, a lot better.
My vision's not blurry anymore. Oh my god,
it's not so bloody.
Oh. Checks her hand.
So she looks at you and she says, now I need you to help me shoot it. Because that's not natural.
That's gonna get bust. Yes.
She doesn't have anything else that's 1 action, so I'm gonna have her do a knowledge check.
Okay.
We're gonna do a knowledge. She's not really trained in Arcana though, so seeing if anything else might be prevalent. Nope. All right, here it comes. Knowledge Arcana check from Yozu. Natural 20.
All right.
All right.
She yells, it's a mimic! It's a mimic! Which you guys already knew out of character. But in character, she says, it's coated in like glue and an adhesive. You don't want to touch it. If we can stay away from it, that'd be great.
Sir Hammond's trying to pull a sword. No, you tell me.
Also, if it hits you, it will also stick to you.
Great news.
Also, it's really good at hiding.
Also, what are his weaknesses?
It doesn't have any.
Fire?
Its weakness is hitting it a bunch.
Okay.
The mimic is going to attack the one person.
Bullets are its weakness.
Bullets are its weakness. Yeah, it's a good thing you have a ranged combatant now, huh? Mimic is going to go ahead and stop targeting Vy'nia, and it's going to turn its ire towards Sir Hammond. The town punching bag. Here we go. Pseudopod number 1, 17.
Wow.
Is your shield raised?
That's a miss. But my shield
is a straight up miss.
Yeah, I didn't get to raise my shield yet. I mean, so I haven't reacted yet.
Are you reacting?
You did
now?
pull out your shield though.
No, I mean if it missed me, so yeah.
Okay, second attack on Sir Hammond was on a 20. It went to an 8. This is at a -5. That's another 17. That is a miss on Sir Hammond. Final attack. This is at a -10. It's a total of a 14. 3 pseudopods. Bam, bam. Yeah.
Tug is still trying to tug his sword back. You can't have it.
Yeah. All right, that is the mimic's turn.
This thing
Sir
doesn't
Hammond.
aim very well, does it?
Except on its anoping attack.
No, yes. Except for my head.
I feel like Sir Hammond has 2 choices, like just drop the sword and run away, or try to yank it out. I think he's just hard-headed enough to try to yank it out, so that's what he's going to do.
Okay.
You said athletics check?
You can do an athletics check DC 23 to retrieve your weapon.
Just gonna try it off. That's his first action. Trying to grab his sword back. Give me that.
20. You pull and it does not yank off of the mimic.
Wow. Second action is to back the F up. I hope it doesn't have an attack of opportunity on me. Where's 5, 10, 15? You know what? Yeah, 20, 25, closer to his friends. I guess I could have gone, sorry, a little different route. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I would go like over here. And as he's running, he pulls out his new electric bomb. Bottled lightning.
Oh, that he just got. All right,
he's
cool.
Like,
Legit.
He's like, I don't know how to do this, but okay. It's a bomb of lightning. Everyone, watch out. He's very scared of what might happen when he throws this thing. And I don't know how to roll for it because I don't know if I'm proficient. What attack roll to use? It didn't pop up on my actions.
It's a ranged attack.
So if I try to do another ranged attack, like a thrown dagger, maybe?
So I don't think you are trained in these weapons.
Yeah.
You're correct. So why don't you go ahead and go to your combat tab, and you'll see attack-based settings, and you're going to go ahead and do ranged attack. So it'll be at a +1, but it's not
this thing I see is so high.
It's not taking into account your proficiency bonus, which should be at a +5. So actually, let's just roll a d20 and we'll add 6.
Okay. Okay. I chuck a bomb at it. Oop. Oh.
Okay, it misses.
The fun thing is it has splash damage.
It does. And so what does it say is the splash damage?
I gotta look it up again. Where'd you go?
Yeah. So either way, it will hit an area surrounding it, and it will hit it with its splash damage.
The bomb deals 2d6 electric damage and 2 electricity splash damage.
Okay.
Oh, it also
So
has a +1 bonus to attack. It's still not gonna hit with 15. So.
Yeah. Okay, but that will do a little bit of damage to it. So I'm gonna say roll me 1d6 because that sucks to use a consumable. And
yeah, I have one more.
Okay, so 4 points of damage.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, electric damage courses through it and
as I hit the bed
shocks
next to it.
Pretty good. Hit the bed next to it. Vy'nia is up.
Oh, all right. Now that I feel a little bit better, why don't we shoot this shit? I want to load my arquebus.
I'm assuming it's already loaded from the previous fight. There's no way a gunsmith would have not reloaded her weapons.
All right,
Fair.
cool.
Totally fair.
With that said, I will ask you to say it in the future. You're still new, though.
Right. Okay. I know that I said something in the very beginning that she wanted to clean the weapons, or she was cleaning the weapons during the bickering. So.
Yes, you did.
So.
That sounds
Okay. How? You know what? Yeah, that's 25. How do you target something?
Control, click.
Control, left click. Yep.
Okay.
So I targeted it for you, and then you untargeted it. So you did it correctly.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, you did the right thing. I was just
okay.
So just do it again.
Oh,
left control, left click on your. There you go. You got it. Boom.
Okay. So
Booey.
let's go ahead and shoot the arquebus at it.
Boom.
Where is I did this. I did this. First attack.
That'll be a 19. That is just a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Bing! Hits the stone wall. You have 2 actions left. You can reload and shoot again if you'd like.
Reload and shoot again, yes.
Okay, this will be at a -5. So use the one that's a +8 next to your arquebus.
Your cum is so loud.
Natural 20 on the die. That is a critical effect. The arquebus also has the deadly quality, which turns its damage die up a notch whenever it gets a crit.
That's awesome.
So go ahead and so first off, roll me a D100 really quick. To do that, go to a D10, right click on it. It'll bring up a radial menu in the bottom left-hand corner of Fantasy Grounds. Click on the one that says percentage and then drop it in the chat box, just like I did.
Did that? Nope, that didn't.
It didn't make it in the box. The rule we have is it has to make it into the box. So do it again, but roll it in the box.
Oh my god.
Oh no, you rolled a D100.
You rolled a 100. That thing is dead.
You rolled You roll a 100 on a D1. That's the first time that's ever happened. And on my crit table, I have it that a D100 is an instant kill. I'm not even joking you. I will show.
Thank
I will
God
show you
for that luck. Hell, look at your stream so I can see it.
No, it's D100, and then I rolled a second one and it says 88. So
both of those are really high, but yeah, 100 is an instant kill.
That's awesome.
That thing had 60 some odd hit points left. Describe to me how Vy'nia levels her gun and how she kills this mimic in one shot. Wow, talk about a roller coaster.
So like the first shot, she was groggy from her head beating in from this thing. The second shot, you can see her get more steady. She takes a deep breath in. She raises the gun up to her eye and she takes steady aim. Not only does she aim for the heart of this thing, but she goes through the mouth and the tongue.
Hell yeah. So I imagine
it's open, it's waving its tendrils, but she ignores all that. She shoots it straight into its mouth.
Hell yeah. So I imagine everything slows down for just a moment. It's like bullet time, right? All of a sudden, you see like her take this breath, like everything's normal time, then she gets to the breath, and it slows down. And as she slows down, you see like her finger pull the trigger, and like a black plume of smoke comes out of the muzzle of the gun, followed by like the small projectile as it flies through the air. You see this like thing just like whipping these pseudopods all over the place. It's getting ready to move in with like these ferocious looking jaws, and the bullet like goes through like one of the eyes. Like, and you see it like the squelch, like it bend in, and then like there's like a small explosion of blood from the eye as it just like makes its way through like every piece of its being, and like with the pseudopod like outstretched, and then it just like falls down and crashes to the ground, absolutely dead.
Good shot, Vy'nia. Good shot.
Yeah, good shot. Good shot. Ow. My head still hurts. Oh my god, I'm so glad that thing's dead now.
About 30 seconds later, Maj shows up.
I walk over and...
I see you all have killed a mimic.
Yeah, he knows it right off the bat.
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
I mean, I am hell let loose on Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I can't believe you rolled a D100. Wow.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
Never seen that in what, the 2 years you and me have been playing tabletop?
It's nice.
D100? No, man, they're rare.
On the crit, that's nice.
So this mimic has a sticky substance. Let me collect some.
Oh my god.
And he starts scraping away.
Yeah.
Scraping at the dead
please
tongue.
scrape it off of my sword, please.
Oh, of course, of course.
Here,
Here, let me freeze it first.
He puts a little bit of cold on it.
You should be able to pull the sword out now.
Shing.
You might not want to wipe that on you.
Oh no, you can have it. I don't need this either.
I can still imagine Sir Hammond like still kind of slightly covered in slime, and now his sword is.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens when I mix this with the slime. Let me try that real fast. And he starts mixing it on your arm.
Yes, these
That's awesome.
These new lightning bombs are defective too.
Oh. All right, guys, that was great. But is there something inside of it? Can we?
Guts, gore.
Okay.
It is a creature.
Okay.
It was alive furniture.
Yes. They take the appearance of anything.
Don't they eat things?
Yes.
I certainly tried.
Huh. Yeah, try to eat me. Try to kill me.
That was crazy, man.
Oh, Prankster, I was getting ready to pull an alt black.
Oh. I know exactly what you mean by that. That makes sense. Add another door to this dungeon. He was going to blow a hole through a wall, is what he was going to try and do.
Nice.
In a previous campaign, we played Starfinder, and my guy had a launcher, and he was on the other side of a wall, and it would have taken him forever to get to it. So I'm like, I unload my entire grenade launcher into the wall.
Yeah.
All right, your grenade launcher spent, but you blow a hole through the wall.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, it was fun too, because I think that's where we ended that session. Was like a hole blows through the wall. An alt black is standing there in the middle of this hole, and there's like smoke going everywhere with like this grenade launcher in hand. And it was like the beginning of the final battle too, wasn't it? It was like this crazy invasion. It was pretty cool. That was a fun ending. I felt pretty proud of that. Okay, yeah, so you guys are in this barracks. I'm going to go ahead and hand wave the rest of this map.
Are there any more mimics in here? He calls out.
Guys, I found this map here while I was searching the archives of the library.
You said you were going to hand wave it.
Oh, yeah, I meant like in terms of like exploring
what we're
and
doing
stuff
here.
like that.
We're
My
doing
bad.
this round,
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, though, what was your idea?
Oh, you said that you were going to hand wave the dungeon, basically, that it was done?
At least this room.
Oh, no. Just this room.
Oh,
just this room. I was just saying that this barracks, there's nothing else here. You guys explore it. It's fine. It's safe. It does appear that this area ends. There's no more. Doesn't appear there's any doors leading to the west, to the east, to the south. Looks like this. Yeah. With that said, yeah, you guys kill the mimic. You are clear, and we're kind of back on our and we've explored this area. We're kind of back on our morning phase now. I'm going to pretty much say that was the morning phase. Was the exploration of those areas, was the fighting of those creatures, kind of getting things done. Just going to go ahead and say the townspeople bring this area to a 1 for cleaning, and this area comes to a 4. So this area is, these two areas are clean. You don't have to worry about those anymore in terms of getting them ready for townspeople. Make sense? They are well on their way to getting it done themselves, which at this point in time, they're going to be, it'll take time, but they're working on it. So if you wanted to do other things, you can. We've come to the afternoon phase of this particular day, and all of you, maybe you meet up in this very barracks, deciding to kind of utilize the this kind of like common space over here. To talk about how you guys would like to proceed for your afternoon phase. Now, there's some people who are still in the town, kind of like gathering their things, getting ready to try and move into the dungeon as kind of a temporary shelter of sorts. Then, of course, you know that there's all the various things that you have kind of figured out and explore and so on and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and roll a survival for Rogue's character really quick. Yeah. Yep. And then we can go from there. I can't wait till Rogue comes back. He's fun. He's a good audience, too. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a couple times where he's like, it made me go, yeah, he's into it.
Great. You may be sitting at the table, but she's washing up. I'm just letting you know. There's blood on her face.
Actually, all of you are that way in hindsight. He is going to continue to explore to the southwest. Oh, man. Who wants to roll that die for me to find out what Rogue explores?
What die is it? Let Jester go for it.
All right, Jester, you can roll. It was your big idea. Anyways, so first thing we're rolling is a D20 to find out kind of like what kind of biome he's getting into over here. 9. Grasslands.
And we haven't had that for a while.
You have not. So grasslands right on the kind of like I'm going to say, let's do all the hexes surrounding him with the exception of the barren area. So Sir Hammond, can we use your green for that?
Sure.
If you'll just do all of the hexes surrounding him.
I think I've... Oh, wait. Drawing mode. enter
Perfect.
drawing mode. Do.
And Jester, if you'll go ahead and roll me a d20 as well to accompany that to figure out something else. That
1.
Thanks, Dragon. 1. Okay, nothing else is going on. Just grasslands. What Rogue does find and what he would report on later is that there is what appears to be a number of beasts in that area. And I don't mean that in the term like beasts of burden, things that you guys might be able to domesticate or tame. There might be like steers or horses or something like that to the southwest.
Ooh, horses and faster travel?
Steak.
Steak? No.
Very
Glue?
interesting.
No.
Interesting.
Glue.
Interesting. Oh no, you got the mimic for that. What are you talking about?
That's true.
You
We
just
got a piece of
harvested all
now.
Here.
Yeah. Okay, so that is what Rogue would report on later to your party.
Cool.
In the meantime, though, here's what I'm going to do, because I actually have to go to the bathroom anyway. Why don't you guys take a moment to discuss what you would like to do for the afternoon phase of this? We could kind of get that in order for what actions you want to take. We'll role play that out, and then I'll come right back, and you guys can kind of give me the lowdown. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Yeah, that works. I can need to pee too.
Okay. Well, then we'll take a small break, and then we'll come back and do that. Fair enough.
BRB.
Yep.
BRB
All right, cool,
break
cool, cool.
time.
BRB break time.
I'm gonna pause my recording too.
Let's go ahead and do this.
To their own devices.
Yeah, is there no other rooms?
We don't know.
Yeah, I think we believe if you go down to this room, the darkest room, it's I've got a little green arrow lit up right now.
And I also think there's one
a room
where
here and here.
I also think there might be one right here.
Where
I
are
don't
you?
see your. I don't see your. Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Mine's blue.
No,
Where are
I
you?
thought he
Up
said
there.
those were like just mine shafts. Those are like mine shafts where they can go in and they
Yeah.
can start mining out.
Yeah, I think we
Corn,
wanted to
metal.
clear things out. We wanted to make sure before we move on to explore other areas in the big map, just to make
That
sure that
there's-
we're not leaving them in where they're
There's not any surprises.
hostiles
to us.
inside the cave where we are.
Yeah, I get that.
We have to teach him about streamer mode for Steam, or not Steam. Steam. I keep seeing, such and such as logged in, such and such as logged in.
Mm-hmm.
Such and such is now
Oh.
playing Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh Jesus!
Who are you talking about right now?
Prankster stream.
Oh,
Is there anything beyond the library?
Don't know.
yeah.
We honestly have to ask
If there's
Prankster
any more, any more
probably
if
rooms?
there's any
Hidden
more
die
doors
roll.
to explore.
How many more rooms do we gotta go? And then let's go back out and once we get all the people
Check the
in
tower.
here.
Right. That's
We
what
can
I
be like,
was
"All right,
saying.
now."
Like all I want to do is get the hell out of here, drop all these people off, and move on, and just keep digging a deeper and deeper hole, and of more things to do while we're down here. So
Well, that's true, but getting those townspeople, that's a pretty good idea, and we always want to have
Yeah.
someplace safe to go back, right?
exactly, have a little home base and have fewer people to worry about. In Malv's defeat, he was calculating how many food stores we had and making sure that everyone's not going to starve, and so I'm like,
Well,
we
you
really want to
got
make them
Hot
self-sufficient.
dish Dukin out there bringing back full deer for venison.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
hot
a
dish.
deer for a full town.
Yeah, not gonna go very far. Hot dish.
Where'd he go?
Little Caesar's
go?
thin crust pizza.
Go get it.
Oh.
It's on the couch. No, go around, Olivia. Go. Don't. There you go. Okay.
Nice. Prank's got 110 followers now on Twitch. That's fun.
No.
And keep at it. People will find him, and people will like him. So it's down there. Look, all the way at the end.
If he ever gets back from
From dropping those kids off at the pool.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Does he have a headset on? I don't think he has a headset on.
Sending effects to Cleveland.
Nope, he didn't have a headset on.
Shh, he's back.
I think he's muted still.
Pizza.
I don't like that.
Pizza.
Oh, it's okay.
Want some pizza?
Pizza?
You got pizza? I totally just had a nibble on snacks too, so.
So, Bees, how about them Browns?
Yeah.
Shut up.
All the way to the Super Bowl. They stink.
You suck. What if I was checking on my children?
You were dropping them off at the
Children
pool.
are in bed.
I thought you were dropping them off at the pool.
Yeah, I thought you were going to the
You guys suck. It sucks so hard.
Besides, we know your children are in bed.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah, I was giving them a hug and a kiss.
He made out with his kids for a while.
I suck.
No, it's funny. Okay, so plans. Who wants to take the lead? I guess Sir Hammond would.
That's part of the reason I wanted you guys to do that.
We did.
So
We
it's
did.
like-
We talked.
Oh, you did it.
We
Oh,
talked,
okay.
Kind of out of character, but we talked.
Okay.
It sounds like what we want to do is make sure this place is safe. We have a strong desire to leave this place, but we know that we need to make these checks. Mechanically, we need to make these checks to make each room hospitable, but primarily we want to make sure that they're safe before they're hospitable, right? That there aren't hostiles hiding in the mines or in any of these. And we have questions as to where there might be more unexplored spaces of other doors or areas that we need to explore before we feel like it's relatively safe, even if inhospitable.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Okay, so as for this particular area that you're in, kind of like this dungeon aspect part of it, right? So you have the entrance. You know that there's some caverns to the west and to the south. You could effectively, if you're not looking to expand, essentially just like cave those in, board them up, make certain that that if there is anything in those, that they're not going to get through, right?
What about the
mining?
Can we just say they're mining shafts where they can go and because you wanted to make them miners, so they have to have.
They gotta have jabs.
Absolutely.
Ticker gerbs.
And that's part of the reason why I had that left open was because you guys were talking about that. I wasn't certain if you guys wanted to explore that way, like the miners could find things or whatever.
I mean, at least we should send a advanced mining party out there to scout it out before they start mining while we search it.
Yeah, they have to check for if it's stable, if they need to add any because they're carpenters, they're woodmen, right?
They cannot touch the trees. They cannot touch the trees.
Yeah, but they still have wood left, right?
They do. They still have some wood left.
No touching the trees. You're gonna see Hammond.
In terms of areas to explore in this current area, there's only one area, and it's over here. There's like a door.
Okay.
Right there, which I put an arrow by.
Sure.
Kind of in the adjoining junction between the T junction and the prison area. There appears to be like one door that you haven't really explored over in that area. Everything else seems to be like taken care of. You got kind of this barracks area, you got this mess hall area, you've got this area kind of in the middle that essentially acts like a blacksmith crafting area, which is in this room right here. And then you've got these corridors with a door leading off to you're not certain what yet, a little private quarters area perhaps for the jailer on duty, and then the prison itself. You have the library, and then finally, kind of what you've already explored here. So there's just one area over here that you have to explore.
So we want to
Of course.
Make sure this place is completely secure, and then we can get the people down here, and they can start cleaning it up from here. From right?
What? Yes. Yes.
Get all the
Okay.
beds cleaned and.
So then it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, at this point you are all deciding to stick together for all intents and purposes.
We can go to
The
the
library is starting to call. No. I'll stay with you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't there for the epic shot.
There's plenty of time.
You cats can't do anything exciting.
Wow, you totally missed it.
He's like scared of you, but he's also talking shit.
I know I can jump into water and she won't follow.
I love taking baths.
She's a weird
They
cat.
keep my fur clean. Everything's ucky and gross. And speaking of which, you can see her like grab a cloth and water, and she's trying to get the blood off her face from the previous attack. She's just.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she got messed up.
You missed a spot right over there.
Shut up! I'll get it eventually. It's gonna have to take a shower.
I love it. Okay, so as you make your way into, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna say.
Do you have an image for this room?
I do not have an image for this room. I know what I have it envisioned as. I just have to find the map for it. So actually, I was wrong. There's two rooms. One is off of there, and then the other one is off of the library, off of the east end of the library, a door.
We get to go to the library.
So we'll deal with this one first. As you begin making your way through this door, opening it up, you see a kitchen. Now, you've seen a mess hall, you've seen the barracks, so it's not terribly describing, or it's not terribly surprising, is what the word I was looking for, to find a kitchen in this place, a place to actually prep all kinds of food. And it looks like it is big enough to prep food for everybody whoever was down here beforehand, whether it be the prisoners or whether it be the soldiers who were in the barracks, whether it be hold meals or for the crafters or what have you. And as you're exploring this area of the kitchen, it's got all of like the
big refrigerator.
It doesn't have a refrigerator. It has an ice box. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't have a refrigerator, but it does have an ice box. And you suck. You also notice maybe some servants' quarters off of the backside of the kitchen. So it looks like there were people whose like full job was working in the kitchen. When you go in there, you don't really see anything super out of the ordinary. Some of the old food at this point is just turned into dust because people haven't been here in so long, with the exception of those zombie folk who kind of just like rotted the place. There doesn't appear to be much in the way of like loot in the kitchen either. Some of it looks to be like a little bit dirty. Some of it looks to be kind of like taking. It looks to be like at least good structure in place, but you'll need to bring in your own like knives and shit like that.
Sure.
Cutlery.
Kitchen supplies.
Maybe the
That-
blacksmiths can reforge
nice
this
instant
old
pot.
material.
Sorry?
Maybe the blacksmiths can reforge this old rusted material into
I'm
something.
sure they
usable.
have their own cooking supplies they can just bring down from wherever they cook now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I know. Sir Hammond looks over to Maji that you want to go back to your library.
Of course.
I feel like it would be wise for us to expedite the cleaning in the bunks. If we want them to live here, we must have a place to sleep as soon as possible. So mechanically, I'd like to send people to that area to clean it sooner than later.
Sure.
Because there's lots of places to clean, and that's going to be important. Beds.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll spend an afternoon phase focusing your people over here, and that'll be at least a 1.
Sure.
Cool. As you do that, you're going to take the afternoon. You've kind of gone through the kitchen. You've made certain it's safe, and you're able to do exactly that. You decide then to move on to the library, with what appears to be one room off to the east. I imagine Maj has probably tried to already get into it. However, the door is locked.
Now, guys, I can destroy the door.
Oh, me too. I can
Do
totally-
not use explosives.
No, I would just shoot it. I would just shoot the lock. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't hurt too bad.
Pretty
Look,
explosive.
it's not gonna set anything afire. I'm just gonna.
Have you not seen what comes out of your car?
The books are behind me. You'll be just fine. Look, there's staircases. It's up on the ledge there. I could. All right, you know what? You don't want me to black lock it. I have some tools on me that I could picklock it. Maybe. Would that be better?
Yes. Do not do anything that would harm the library.
Okay, fine. I just won't shoot my gun. I see how you.
What would be worth a shot is her shooting the lock.
Yeah. It would be worth a shot, literally.
Badum ching.
Can we get somebody to slap the GM?
No. All right, go ahead and roll me that thievery check whenever you'd like, Miss.
That's what this skill's called.
Running.
Thievery, huh?
Yes.
Thievery.
Thievery. Wabam.
Wabam.
16.
Oh, she's got some skill in it. But
Not enough. Not enough to get in.
Okay, well, we tried that. The lock for breaking.
I think
Can
she's
I
going to
please
blow her
lock
load
off?
onto it. Yes.
Can I please?
What did I tell you about the cum? Don't get it everywhere.
It's gonna
All
go
right.
everywhere.
All right. Let's just take it down a notch. My children might listen to this one day.
Hopefully they're old enough. Let's critical.
And I'll have to explain all of this to them.
So shortest between distance, right. Success, you open the lock. What is it? What do I do? Wielding a loaded firearm, attack, gunslinger. You want me to just shoot it?
Just an attack roll.
I need to look at that ability again. It's Blast
Success?
Lock.
Yeah.
There it is. Blast Lock. Sometimes I mean, an attack roll against a DC critical. Yeah, make an attack roll against it. We'll see. What's the
Arquebus?
DC?
Or I want to.
Probably.
Don't want to do the blunderbuss. That's a spread damage.
Probably. Yeah. Probably Arquebus makes the most
All right.
sense.
Cover your ears and close your eyes, rat boy.
Don't get it in your eyes.
The dungeon is falling! The dungeon is falling! You hear people
That's
screaming
awesome.
throughout because they've never heard a gun before, and all the people that you finally got down into the dungeon run away.
Wow. They. All right. Well.
You see, I told you
Sir
not to
Hammond.
use that.
Sir Hammond, you might have to go rally the troops.
Yes, they'll be fine.
That is a success, but with consequences.
Oh, no.
Because she was too powerful.
Too much. That was
No,
critical.
No. I mean, it works. I just, these are people who probably haven't heard of a gun before.
Yes,
So
I never-
They have been hearing a gun for the last day, right?
they're
Day
probably
and a half.
freaked out by it.
They should.
Yeah, if you could imagine a world where you've never heard a gunshot and
Okay, yeah. She's like you can imagine like
In a
the gun
cave.
for like royalty, like only the people who had money had guns.
yeah,
So not a lot of commoners had the guns or the capability of getting them because she lived in a town. So
yeah.
no, she's so used to it, it doesn't faze her. She is not used to people freaking out over a gunshot.
It's a big deal. Little explosions every now and then.
It's loud, but it gets the job done.
It did.
Okay, you blow the lock off of the hinges. And the door swings, sounding as if it is open.
Who's going first? I have bad
Nah.
experience with going first.
I nominate the cat.
No, I touched a mimic. I am still wounded. I feel like the man with the shield and the sword should take first step into this room.
I would be honored to go first.
Fantastic.
Would you at least want me to look into the room first, seeing that I can actually see in the dark?
He has night vision.
Yes.
Or at least
I can live.
dark vision,
I can-
yeah. Or dim light vision, something like that.
Mm-mm.
I've
got dark.
Low light.
Nice.
I have low light vision.
Well,
so
Sir Hammond
I-
has a lantern lit at his waist, so he can at least see within 30 feet or something like that.
Well, if you want to go first, step through the breach, as they say.
Yes, he raises his shield and proceeds. I don't know if the GM has a
These-
map for us, but
Clink.
Bees, roll me a d20.
sure.
We're gonna decide how this goes.
Straight up D20, no modifier.
Straight up d20, no modifier. Okay, means I'm gonna do it.
Oh no! Oh no!
You open it up and you see a small closet. Nothing terribly out of the ordinary. However, as you draw closer into it, it's like a small walk-in closet. As you draw closer to it, a portal opens on the eastern wall.
Do we recognize the
I'm sorry, say again?
Do we recognize the portal as the same energy Vigil?
That is a very
Oh,
interesting question.
terrifying.
It does not appear to be
Lock the
from
door.
your experience.
Go back and lock it again. Unblast it.
Unfortunately, I cannot. It's in a million pieces on the floor.
All right, Maj. I can't do anything because do I see this?
If you kind of like look into the closet, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sir Hammond's definitely investigating it too, but very carefully.
Wow.
His Arcana is garbage. He wouldn't want to get even anywhere close to that. His natural 20.
Maj, as you begin to think about, you begin to look at this portal, it kind of comes into. What's the word?
I see. I understand.
You see them?
I have a feeling this is a portal to the tower.
As you begin to kind of look through all of this, it connects. It's like this. It's like that. It's like this. It's like that meme, I think with Julia Roberts or whatever, where there's all the equations around her. You know what I'm talking about? Everything starts to kind of connect. You look back into the books, and if you're in Maj's head, you see one book connecting to another in different arcana, formula, and all of it seemingly coming, all the various different languages and the like. And you would venture a guess, especially because I said this early on, this appears to be from ancient Thessalonian times, which is the equivalent of the Babylonians for us. They were known to use and manipulate magic in amazing and sometimes even horrifying ways. It stands to reason that whoever was part of this library, whoever owned it, whoever utilized it, was a prolific magic user themselves. Given that aside from the library, you see no magical use or evidence throughout the rest of the dungeon, it stands to reason that it's probably through that portal, whatever's going on, whatever connection is there.
Do you think it leads to the top of the tower?
I believe it at least leads, I believe, and the means to this library's keeper laboratory. Because you notice there's no beakers, there's no gems, there's no sigils. This has to be whoever worked here's way to work, basically. They slept here, they ate here, they researched here, but they went to work elsewhere. And with the knowledge of the tower being to the north, I think possibly we have a shortcut.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Do you want to go through it?
Yes.
They haven't been working lately, it appears. Right? This place is not like it's been used in forever, right?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's home.
Correct.
Sir Hammond, with your knowledge and expertise, would you concur with my findings?
Yes.
Or do you think it to be some sort of means of waste disposal?
He just kind of scratches his chin, looks at it, and says, I concur.
And Mosh jumps up on his back, grabbing onto his armor. Forward ho, valiant steed!
Wait.
Huh?
What if you can't come back?
Then we'll find our way back.
You know what? Can I tie a rope around you? Maybe we can. Can we secure a rope around you? If you're gonna go in, I want to make sure I can pull you back out.
If the portal collapses, you're not going to have a means to pull it. Send my steward, my fledgling, to tell the townspeople that we are going to embark on a grand adventure, and let's all jump through at once.
Oh my god, you're gonna take me with you?
I like the idea of a rope. Sir Hammond is looking for somewhere to tie a rope. It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all. I mean, what if we get lost?
Yes, here.
It's a portal. It's one way.
Where?
To the lab.
Where does... Oh, you assume that there's a lab on the other side of that portal, but you do not know. Okay, you know what? Better yet, let's tie something to the rope and toss it through and then pull it back out.
What if the portal can only sustain one travel?
Then we don't get stuck.
I think we should all just jump in. Because the GM is smiling, and when the GM smiles, we should worry.
Like he's just enjoying the debate.
Okay. Alright, do we have all the supplies we need? I guess it doesn't really matter. I could use a little bit of a rest before we go, but...
Sir Hammond has already secured a belt to his to the lantern and on his waist. And to
he's already got his safety belt.
like a column here. He's already got the rope. There's a 50-foot rope connected to him.
Maj is still holding onto his back.
Yeah.
So you're going through with him.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking a rest or no?
Are we gonna take a rest, or do you want to set off right away? Because I don't know about you, but I got my head smashed in by a mimic.
I suppose.
And you, sir, are very slimy and stinky, and you need to clean that armor.
You're right. You're right. It's embarrassing.
It's cleanliness. A good night's rest. Make sure we're ready. And let's just go sleep it off and then come back and then.
No. Here.
And Maj walks over and starts doing some things to you. You don't know what he's doing.
Is he?
Wow.
He actually, yeah. So that's. I'm just gonna say natural 20 on the die. All your wounds are removed.
That's awesome. So Vy'nia
you're
is
at
back to
full
heal.
health.
Full health.
Do you have any qualms with going through the portal now?
I'm still worried about the guy covered in slimes, but no.
It is just slime. It just.
What if it hinders him?
He is fine.
If anything, it embarrasses me. It hurts my pride a little bit, but I think we're going to a place where There's no one living
Okay,
to judge
no,
me.
I feel 100%. Let's go. Let's fucking grab.
No, that does take 10 minutes for me to treat.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. That's fair.
Okay,
How are you doing
so
on spell slots there, Jester? Just curious.
I am down basically one spell in every category.
Okay.
I'm sure Yozu's fine.
Well, during the time that he treats my wounds, I'm cleaning my guns and reloading them. Might as well take care of all that because we don't know what
I feel
the fucking
filthy
door.
touching
I'm
that
gonna
cat.
say you just take an hour to rest.
Okay.
In the interest of expediting this, you all take an hour to rest, which means that
My focus spell.
she'll get her divine font spells back, all her heal spells back. She's not down too much.
Do I get anything back?
Is,
a short rest, or what do you? That's not what they call it, like 1
on
hour.
a short rest, you get all your focus spells.
Focus spells, yeah.
So you take an hour in the afternoon, just kind of looking over workers, maybe reading, maybe praying, taking a moment, cleaning your gun, whatever kind of helps to clear your head and kind of rest. You have been. Here's the thing: we think about this like a game, but imagine if this was you. You have one combat. You need kind of a breather, right? If you get into a fight, you're generally going to be. It's going to take you a moment.
We
You're a short one.
destroyed a cube and then killed a mimic right afterwards. I think we all deserve a break.
Yeah. You take about an hour break. All of you are standing in the library on the cusp of a portal in what appears to be a closet. Who's going through first?
Yeah, I think Sir Hammond again has tied a rope to the nearest column, and he's marching in with or without Maji on his back.
Before we depart, during that hour rest, Maj is working with this acolyte and checking over the books and stuff like that he's copying all these spells over to. And when he hears Sir Hammond, well, I guess Sir Hammond's ready to go. So Maj scampers up the stairwell.
Please tell the townspeople we will be returning.
And he jumps onto his back.
Hi-ho, Silver!
Slaya.
You jump through the portal. I don't know why that turned off and turn it back on. Let me go ahead and move your guys' tokens here.
Ta-da!
I love the background noise of Shaggy Child. Really said.
You guys ready for this?
As ready as we'll ever be, I suppose. We had our hour rest.
Hello? Get up there with the blanket.
You see a swirling ether
Yes.
with beautiful colors that almost look like nebula in the sky. You step out on what appear to be floating stones,
Well, that's not safe.
which are not connected to anything.
Good thing we grabbed the rope, right?
You're struck. You're struck because you have air to breathe.
Yeah.
And yet you're looking through all of this, all around you, and it seems to go on for an infinite amount of space, almost as if you're in space itself, although your characters wouldn't have any understanding of what that is. Agitated Max just said, "I'm gone for a week, and y'all find a portal to hell."
Hey, Wade.
Hi, Wade. You step through tentatively.
It's hot dish. Hot
Cautiously. You have your rope tied around your waist. You see at the end of some distance there another portal connected to something else.
Great.
There's no smells. There's no sounds except for the ebb and flow of the portals whipping up magic behind you and the sights that seem to go on for infinity. What's going through Maj's brain?
I think right now he is grasping more about the magical connection, the ether, as he keeps calling it. He feels like this is an area he might understand and be able to learn from just by being in. He's excited. He's thrilled. Every one of his little hairs are standing up as dirt falls onto the back of Sir Hammond.
Someone should get that rat a bath.
At the very least, there is no dirt in this place.
There is now, as it falls off of the rat.
It's falling off. It's falling off of his fur.
What is going through?
He dragged down.
What's going through everyone else's brains?
I think Sir Hammond is tugging on the rope to make sure it's still like secure on the other side. He's probably running out of slack because 50 feet is not a lot. But just seeing if it's still like we still have a way back. It seems.
It appears to be taut and connected to something on the other side still, if that is the question.
Yeah. So Sir Hammond would ask, Maji, is this is a wizard's lab?
This is a wizard's god. This is the ether. This is the all. This is where energy comes from. It's neither created nor destroyed. It all returns here.
Great.
Now,
Great.
I do not plan or assume to know all about this place. I only theorize. This is so exciting. I could write books on this. I could stay here forever and probably never understand this place. But looking at these floating thingies, I'm a little scared of heights. And he starts rummaging in his pack. He's like, a rope was a good idea. And he starts cinching a rope around himself and then ties it to Sir Hammond. Perhaps we should all do this?
To Sir Hammond?
No. You tie it to me, and then Yozu ties it to you.
A line of great.
Dots of people on it.
I can be daring a little bit. I'm not scared of heights. This room's fine.
No. Heights are dangerous. Heights are almost as dangerous to your people.
Can I just test the waters of one of those floating petals if it can hold my weight?
Absolutely. So you step out onto one of these kind of floating stone pieces?
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to test it. I don't want to go fully just jump on in. I want to kind of press my foot down on it and see if it holds my weight, if there's any give and take, if there's any sway. What kind of play do we have with these stepping stones?
It feels like almost stepping onto a boat. There is solid ground beneath you, but it kind of shifts a little bit to your weight. The stone itself is hard, but it's floating there and kind of adjusts to your weight. The more you put on it, pushes. It's holding it against. You feel like you could actually stand upon it. Kind of pushes back a little bit, giving you that kind of tactile feedback that you need. And the more weight you put onto it, the more it seems to hold. Doesn't seem like it's going away.
Great. It's holding my weight. Do we still want the ropes?
Maj is still tying it.
Yes. I want the rope. You go ahead and go. You'll be just fine. You're a cat.
Well, yes, I have great reflexes. I'm sure if one starts to fall, I can jump and grab onto another one and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
I'll be fine. Is there health? It's pretty well lit in here, isn't it? It's like a nebula. We can see the whole path.
There's a lot of ambient light. I wouldn't worry about darkness or anything like that.
Is there anything ahead of us?
For my Arcana, do I know anything of the place?
Do you know anything about this place?
Yeah, I got a 23.
Yeah, this feels a little bit like, you know that there's various planes throughout the universe, all kind of like occurring in the same spot. But like almost at different levels or in different areas, kind of overlapping. It's kind of hard to explain, but you've got several that are almost right on top of one another. You've got the material plane, which is where everybody is. You've got the ethereal plane, which is almost kind of like a ghostly version of the material plane. Like you can see on some of the material plane, but it's not quite there. You know that the astral plane is a whole other thing. You know that there's a plane of fire, a plane of water, a plane of earth, a plane of air. You know that there's the positive energy plane, the negative energy plane. You know, while you're not religious, you have even heard of a plane entirely devoted to law, where all trees are straight, where no curves or anything, that they obey the plane of law. There's a plane of chaos. There's a plane of there's a heaven. There is a hell. There is Abaddon, which is where the demons live, a chaotic evil place. You know that there is even a nirvana. This strikes you as something akin to the astral plane, from what you are able to understand.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So do we want to proceed?
As he's tying another rope to
Vy'nia or to
Yozu.
Yozu.
No, Yozu. As he's tying a rope to Yozu.
Yeah, Sir Hammond can't go much further without losing his, running out of rope.
Yeah, you know that you don't, he can't go too terribly far down this area. Like, he'll...
I can probably get to that square is probably how far I can get before I run out of rope. Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you run out of rope, at least we'll all be tied together. If one of us falls, we can all catch each other.
Yeah.
No. The cat's out of the chain.
Yeah.
She thinks she's nimbly bimbly.
I'd rather not be tied down and then be taken down with me. I do not weigh that much. If the big guy falls, I'm going with him. That's not exactly...
Let's stick together. Yes.
Okay, well then you guys
so Hammond
go.
would attempt to go to the length of his rope out there. Carefully, stepping.
As you are looking, just about you, every so often you catch a silvery glance out of the corner of your eye. Go ahead and roll me perception checks.
This place gives me the creeps.
What we got here?
17, 19.
17. One more. Let's get a perception check from Vy'nia as well.
Is that just the initiative one?
Skills, perception.
Skills and perception. See, it's completely different.
You're good.
You're doing great. We all have middling perception.
Middling perception. Okay. Oh my god.
I'm even an expert in it. Just
We all are. Yozu. She rolled a natural 20.
That's right. Yozu is with you. I suppose I could roll for her. Let's go ahead and roll that real quick. She doesn't do too bad, but probably around where you guys are. 19. Maj, Sir Hammond, Makes sense that you two, and it's interesting that you two kind of notice it. You notice these like silvery like essences that pass by you. You realize, roll me a knowledge religion check, Sir Hammond.
Let's see what we can do here.
Would you like me to do the same?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Do you have religion?
Untrained. Oh, he is trained. He is trained. He knows more than I do. He knows it academically.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that's what me and Prankster were talking about.
Yeah.
I would have studied it, at least to understand it.
The astral plane, both of you know, is the place for which this is the area that souls travel through to get to the boneyard. The boneyard is the place where Pharasma herself decides which afterlife they go to, which next plane they go to next. Each of you with different gravity would understand that you're seeing like souls from Galarian pass by you on their way to the boneyard.
So they're eternal. Wow.
I would say Maj would believe this to just be energy not being destroyed, but reused, recast.
Maj, your 27 is enough to know.
It's
16
real.
plus 10. Your 27 is enough to know that the astral, this place is incredibly dangerous. It is not just souls that pass through here, but there are creatures that you've heard rumored of called astral demons.
Astral
that
demons.
have similar, honestly. You know that astral demons are large, fiendish, have the ability to do all manner of things, and they are not to be fucked with. You know that incredibly powerful people have fallen to astral demons. You know, out of character, in character, you know that they can devour souls. Which is part of the reason they are in this place.
To pick them off.
You also know that there is a person who is malevolent enough to throw them your way.
Guys, with quick haste, we must move. Must get to the other side. Right, quickly.
You want to go?
starting-
You want to go where? What?
I'm starting a clock.
Okay. Stay close.
Guys, no time to think. No time. Whatever we can do, get to the other side very quickly.
Glad I'm not tied.
Yes,
He whispers in Sir Hammond's ear. Astral demons could hunt us.
Wait, what are those?
He's whispering in Sir Hammond's ear.
Roll me a knowledge religion check as you hear that, Sir Hammond, to know if you understand the significance of that.
same. Middling.
All demons are bad to you.
Yeah,
All demons are bad.
Yeah, especially for sure. He says, "Say less." He says as he proceeds. Stay close.
Say less. What? What's going on? I heard mumbling. You're
Just
whispering.
Stay close. Okay, so can we move freely? Are we going to do this initiative roll, like order? One move at a time.
We're not in initiative yet. We're not in initiative yet. So
Okay.
here's just I'm gonna you all. Everybody's got to go through. Like
I'm gonna
everybody
have
will
to
have
just
an
drop the
action.
rope from here. I'm gonna just drop the rope and start.
Yeah, if your plan is to get
Moving.
to the other side, awesome.
Yeah.
I think that is fun. I think that's great. And we might end up playing a game called Don't Let Satan Catch You, which is always fun.
I mean, I would have it seems like I would want to go right the hell back where we were, where we know we're safe.
That's what you'd like to do. That's your character.
But
But can they come through the portal?
That is a possibility.
I mean, if we know they're here, we might as well get through and see if we can't close portals and or get the fuck out of here and blow it up.
Maj is not retreating. He wants to see
what's on the other
what
side?
is on the other side.
Brandon, Do you know what an Astro Demon is, and do you know what it's capable of?
No, I
Like,
don't. I have never heard of them. So, or if I have heard of them, I don't remember. It sounds awful.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you guys roll a series of checks to get to the other side. Based on how successful you are, it will determine how fast you go. You
Skill
feel,
checks?
you feel like each of you has about. You feel like each of you has about 3 turns to make it. At which point, something may or may not happen. Bunch of skill checks we're going to do. See if you can get across in time. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative just to keep things. I know I originally said don't worry about it, but and actually, you know what? Actually, no, I don't want to, because I want you guys to be able to adapt accordingly, because maybe one of you falls and clings to a ledge and you need to pull one another up, that type of thing. So we're going to have, who wants to take the lead?
Me.
Okay. What are you rolling to get to the other, to get about a third of the way is how fast you feel like you can move?
Is it a skill check?
Yes.
Acrobatics?
Sure, absolutely. That makes sense. I'm going to set the DC for your acrobatic skill check at about 17. You're hopping from one to the next. There's no walls. There is no guarding rails. And a 28 is great. Vy'nia begins to move across. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to say you're actually spry enough to hit even these little rocks. Do you think she would, like right here? Or do you think she would take the safe way?
She would definitely either jump over and or keep moving straight forward.
Okay, she moves straight forward. Here's how I'm going to do it. If you decide to take the safe way, that'll be a lower DC. It will take up more movement. If you decide to take a more dangerous path, utilizing some of these chunks of rocks, for instance, in ways that I don't exactly understand or see right now, I will increase the DC accordingly. Make sense? Vy'nia, you make your way about a third of the way across the path. Go ahead and roll me a will save really quick. Oh my god.
Will saves are never
8. Okay. I'm going to put 1 tick on the clock. As you begin to look out over everything, this ether, the emptiness, it all kind of like comes in on you. It's like that moment, if you've ever been in the ocean, where you can't see the bottom or anything to the left or to the right, and you just realize how big it is and how anything could be hiding anywhere, and you get that like that gasp of fear that kind of grabs your heart for a moment.
Guys!
Jeez.
It's a lot bigger than it seems.
Who wants to go next?
Safe. Send help.
Yozu.
Yozu's next.
I want to see her ahead before I move. I don't want to leave anyone behind.
Absolutely. All right, Yozu is going to go ahead, and she's not terribly acrobatic. She's going to take the safe way as a result. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So because she is, let's see if she can. We'll see if she gets about there. I'm going to have her roll an acrobatics check to determine how successful she is. Oh, 19. She's awesome. She rolled a total of a 23. So she's great. She's safe. I'm going to have her roll a will save, too, to see if that same fear kind of grips her. She is steel. Rolls a natural 20, 30. She looks back at you, all 3 of you, even Vy'nia, I imagine, and looks at you and smiles. And you've seen her sit down and like heal you before other people, and it's always brought people comfort. That seems to be Yozu's thing, is like just bringing comfort in a situation. And maybe that fear kind of abates for a bit. Maybe all of you feel a little bit emboldened as a result of her own ability to withstand whatever's going on. Actually, there is nothing going on. It's just the sheer immensity of stuff going on. I don't want to frame it like there's something you're unaware of. Like how I described it initially was correct. Okay, who wants to go next?
I mean, are you holding on to me, or are you gonna try to do something?
Yeah, I'm still on your back.
Yeah, I think at this point, Sir Hammond will just drop the rope and start running.
Okay, what's he going to try and utilize to help him cross this space?
An athletics check, I suppose, is his muscles. I have these brand new blast boots, which I would like to think I put on and like have them like ready to go.
Absolutely.
But it's also terrifying, and I realized like he can move about that fast with a lot less risk. It feels like, and he's not like a chaotic. He's not going to take. I mean, he has taken a lot of stupid risks, but I think he's mainly
get to there.
He's concerned about everyone else
with the blast boots,
right? With a successful athletics check. Yeah. What's that?
Can I do something during his turn since I'm on his back?
I want to hear what he's going to do first. He's just running and jumping. That's fine.
I think that's what he's doing. Is running and jumping because he doesn't want to blast way ahead of his party mates. He wants to make sure everyone gets there safely.
You also don't know if he's going to land.
His chief concern is to make sure everyone else is safe. He's not really thinking about himself all that much. So maybe he would just follow Yozu instead of running and jumping. So yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
Okay, that sounds good. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check. Your sheer force and stature.
Yeah.
You're taking the safe way, so the DC is lower. That is a success.
So I don't know how many squares. I'm sorry. I'll let go of the move. I'll let you move in.
Oh, that's okay. So say 5, 10. I'm just gonna put you right behind Yozu since you said you're being safe.
What for a ride? What are you doing there, Jester?
What were you gonna do? What are you trying to do to help him?
When I am on his back, I pull out a card and just say, "No direction." So, the cantrip deck allows me to summon or call forth any cantrip that there is that I might know of, and this is more of a kind of a RP cantrip. Basically, you can survival check, but nevertheless, this cantrip can be used to know directions or enable or just discern true, keep the possibilities as needed. Sure. So I would like to be able to help guide him safer through this ether.
Sure.
Like an aid, like an assist or an aid. Yeah.
Almost like you're treating him like a horse, kind of like pushing him with your legs in a way.
Ratatouille in the chef's hat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
my rat friend.
DC's increase as you get farther away.
Of course. You just fall to our eternal deaths. It's no big deal.
It's so great. It's so great. Is it my turn? Or is it
Yes, you're up, Vy'nia. Yeah, this is not a place you want to crit fail.
Does it say it's my turn? Can I?
Yeah. I think
yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, you're up. Vy'nia. All right, now I'm assuming you're taking the same, like, kind of trying to go quick, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we had you here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Vy'nia slips. As she's jumping, there's maybe some gravel gets underneath her foot, and she slips, and she just starts, like, sliding.
Reflex?
And she is hanging off the edge.
Sucks. We're not even halfway there. The DC's already at 14.
She's hanging off the ledge of this particular thing. hanging over the nothingness. And that clock is going to take a tick. Oh, I didn't have you roll a will save, either of you. Maj and Hammond, go ahead and roll me will saves.
Will they or won't they? I thought my will save would be higher. Oh.
Fear grips your heart at the immensity of everything.
Yeah,
Clock takes another tick.
So I hear about these demons that are out here.
So, is there any way that I can reflex save myself, or am I just hanging on by claws?
You're currently hanging on by your claws.
Wow.
It doesn't mean it's not over, and you'll have a chance to recover. But we're just kind of doing like one action at a time as everybody sees all of this going on. Yozu and Sir Hammond and Maj all see it going on. Yozu went next. I'll have her go next as well. Going to go ahead and have her roll for that. Let's see how that acrobatics check would go, because it would suck if two people are hanging off. Natural 20 on the die.
Oh.
Wow.
Yozu.
She's not even here. She gets the best rolls of her play.
15, 20. I'm going to have her get an extra space. She's not quite there.
So we're basically doing like one action, like one movement is what we're doing per...
Yeah, one action. I imagine here's how I'm imagining it in my head, and why I'm saying like one action, one round is you are taking time to study yourselves on these stone slabs. You're it's just you're being more careful about it, or even then you're like trying to time your jumps a little bit better. Yozu is she yells out for Vy'nia, "It's okay, I'm almost there. Just hold on, just hold on." And I'm gonna have Yozu roll that will save again. She still has that smile of resolve. She is. Look at me, Vy'nia. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Claws outstretched, ears pinned back, tail is poofier than anything you've ever seen.
Sir Hammond, you are up.
I'm just gonna move safely as possible.
Sure. Go ahead.
Steady feet. Oh my gosh.
16. It's enough for right now.
I'll let you move.
Does he still have the advantage that my cantrip gave him?
Go ahead and roll me a spell attack.
Spell attack?
Just anything.
Don't attack me.
I'm looking for you to aid him. Mm-hmm. And this is how I'm envisioning it in my mind, is like or you can roll handle animal. Nature.
Yeah,
like you're trying to steer him. That would work too.
Let me see what my nature is. Trained +8.
Handle animal will be under nature now.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let's go for it.
Okay, that works. You aid Sir Hammond. You feel him pushing you slightly in ways. Maybe your body's being led towards him.
He's in my hat, pulling my hair.
I need both of you to roll me will saves.
Oh no!
All right. I still want to do an action for this round.
Sir Hammond, maybe it's just the guiding hand of Maj.
Yeah, his magical touch.
Magical touch. You feel good. Well, go ahead and roll Maj will save. Who's on that 3 and it rolled away?
Wow.
Yeah, both of you guys kind of steal yourselves. All right, taking a little bit longer than you thought.
I was going to say, I didn't roll a will save after I slipped.
I rolled you a natural failure because you failed.
I failed.
Because I figured you'd probably be losing your shit.
That's fair.
Maj pulls out another one of those cantrip cards and goes, Mage Hand. And the Mage Hand reaches out and grabs a hold of the wrist of the cat.
Oh my gosh, how would that feel? To just feel like...
hand just goes up and grabs you.
Oh my gosh.
I use the Mage Hand to help pull her onto the stone.
Okay, we're going to see how that works out because it's Vanya's turn. So Vy'nia, why don't you go ahead and roll me... What are you doing to get back up? Excuse me. What are you doing to get back up?
Probably strength. Right.
Okay, that or athletics. Athletics would be would work too.
You could probably still do acrobatics, right?
Acrobat.
Yeah, either or acrobatics or athletics. I'll take it.
Oh,
Natural 20. Okay, even though she kind of like falls, she is able to. Maybe it's the assistance of Maj and his ghostly
His little hand.
His little elven
His
hand.
little strong
that's
hand. No,
shriveled
he's got his own mage hand.
Because you rolled a natural 20,
It's probably
I
a
will
rat hand, actually.
I'm going to say Vy'nia does something cool. There's this little stone right here. So she kind of like, almost like one of those people on the unparalleled bars. Kind of like pulls herself under and like pulls herself up and like flips up onto this rock and then bounces right here.
Nice.
So she's on steady ground again. And she gets a little bit of movement forward. Vy'nia, go ahead and roll me a will save. Oh no, I'm like chaining yawns.
I'm terrified.
That is another state. This place is freaking Vy'nia out. Vy'nia. Only Vy'nia hears this. And it's in her brain. And she just hears. I see. Someone has come into my domain.
What was that? Hello? Hey guys, did you hear a voice?
Quiet. Just hurry. Quiet.
All right. Vy'nia, that was your turn. Yozu is up. Well, let's have her roll that check first. Acrobatics check from Yozu. Here it comes. Ooh, 9. She gets over to here and slips and falls this way.
No.
She's hanging on her hands above absolute nothingness. She's been so resolved, though, and at peace. I'm going to see if she loses it now.
She's so zen.
She's so zen. She keeps succeeding me. She's just... she slips and falls, and you see her, like, take a breath, and she just goes... It's okay. We'll all be okay. Somehow she keeps her composure in the midst of all of it. That is her turn. Sir Hammond.
Sir Hammond's so jealous of how cool Yozu is.
Nobody says anything about my acrobatic skill.
Well, that was also very impressive.
I'm just terrified.
But you're also just you're also very scared. So I have envisioned you like a cat, you know how they like run into a room, like just like freak out for no reason. And that's how you're moving around these rocks.
No, her tail is foofed. Her ears are pinned back. She's kind of shaking a little bit.
Like
she might
seeing
be crouched,
something that nobody else
she's
sees.
crouched down with her, like just you can hear her.
No, cats are. You're nuts.
She is a little bit more than halfway.
Okay, well, I can only do one like action. I can't like actually help her up on this move. I could just walk over close to her. That's all I can do, right?
The rat can help, right? Because he's getting a free ride.
First, let's roll an athletics check to see how you do.
How well I just walk over these safe stones. Oh.
Okay. First off,
animal handling.
Nature check.
Animal handling.
He's using animal handling. That's amazing.
And the nat 20 at that.
Yeah, you feel the movement, and you know he's trying to lead you, and he's in sync. Absolutely in sync. Yeah, you get there, and you can try and pull her up. Give me an athletics check to do
Another one. Just give me your hand. Not that hand. This hand. Both hands. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah, that is enough to pull up Yozu. She's only a halfling. But you have to put her here on these uneven rocks. So it's going to be harder for her to get out. next turn. Okay. Maj, anything you're trying to do aside from assist
Manhandling.
your friend? Animal handling.
I'm hearing voices. I don't think it was any of you guys.
You're muted, Jester.
Yes, there is. I want to continue studying the area. I know that these demons are here, so I would like to roll a check to figure out if I can discern how much longer.
Roll, first off, both of you roll will saves, and then roll a Arcana check. Sir Hammond, maybe it's because you've helped your friend, but you feel the resolve.
Some of that.
Maj, you feel it like something's not right, something's off. Maybe it's the immensity of everything kind of spooking you a little bit, or maybe it's just that you swear to God you hear a voice in the back of your mind. 1, 2, we're coming for you. 3, 4, shut the portal.
Now, is this in common or is this in a language that I know?
Sorry?
Is this in common or is this in a language I know?
This is in common.
Okay. So, with that, I am thinking, how long do we have?
Did you roll that Arcana check?
Arcana.
You maybe have, depending on how everybody's ability to withstand the assault on their will, 2 rounds max before something happens.
Guys, we must move quicker. We must step up the pace.
Did you hear something too?
No. Pay no mind. Do not worry.
Does that check count as my action, or can I actually do something? Because there is something I would like to cast.
You can cast something. I'll let you try and cast something. You love the music?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's fun. Infectious enthusiasm. What the hell?
What is infectious enthusiasm? Cantrip, emotional, arcana, 1 round. With enhanced gusto, you encourage yourself to get things done and share your motivation with your allies. You get a +1 bonus to your choice of attack rolls, will saves, or charisma-based skill checks. During the spell's duration, an ally who observed you casting the spell and was within 30 feet, you did so to take a single action, which is guys. Yes, I'll allow you to do that. That's perfect for this. You have to roleplay that out, though.
Pay those voices no mind at all. This area is going to be just fine. Once we get to the other side, nothing will be able to touch you. Move with purpose.
It was in my head.
Move.
Okay. All right.
No.
Are you sure? Is it okay?
You are just thinking you are hearing sounds.
Makes sense.
These beings in here would speak a language that you would not comprehend. You are just thinking you are hearing things because you expect to hear things. Still your resolve.
Okay.
And get to the other side.
Okay, I can do it.
Yozu, you have been our rock. You have been our anchor. Let's see if you can keep that up. And my trusty steed. No dirt shall fall on you tonight. I shall clean your armor for you.
Oh, that sounds like a deal.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
It is absolutely your turn. Go ahead and tell me what you're doing and roll accordingly.
The path ahead looks a lot more safer than, going
these
straight.
are going up though, right?
So
DCs
I'm
are
gonna.
definitely
I think the
going up.
stones are like really starting to like wobble when we step on them now. Like it's really getting sketchy.
Yeah, they're not steady in the midst of this void as you are drawing closer.
So definitely another acrobatics check for me.
Definitely not. Are you being more careful this time, or are you being... What are you doing? Tell me.
Slightly. Not too much. I mean, it still looks pretty safe, but we want to get over there quickly, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna try to jump over anything. You're just trying to walk on the stable
No.
rocks.
Yeah. There's. I don't see any gaps here, so in the next zone shouldn't be too bad, right? Just gonna
Nice.
keep going.
Okay, yeah, you make your space. Let's see, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, you're able to get to about there. Go ahead and roll me that will save.
Do I get a bonus because of the infectious thing?
Yeah.
Yes, you get a
+2, I think?
+1 bonus.
+1.
+1.
What is that?
It's so intense.
Oh, that's coming from our music.
Yeah.
Damn, what did I just trigger?
Save. You are doing good. You finally resolve yourself. Maybe it's your friend, but you're doing okay.
I think I'm doing great.
Yozu will also go ahead and begin to make her way across. Rolling that acrobatics check.
Is she
Not her strength. 5, slip.
Oh my god.
this halfling? I swear to God.
She's hanging. She's sliding off. She's not doing so good, but she is clearly slowing it down. Does she keep her shit together? That's the question.
Can she?
Finally, Yozu, you see the seed of fear cross her face. Her eyes open wide in horror. She starts looking around for whatever voice is speaking into her mind. She cannot hear it. Some of you know what is going on. Some of you do not. Sir Hammond, you are up.
I don't know what's going on. This music is just cracking me up. The intensity, man.
I don't like how it's intermittent, though.
Yeah, I keep restarting.
I know. I kind of like.
It's just too intense.
The funny thing about my part is like if it was just like constant, it'd be like, okay, I can adjust to it.
It stops, goes
And
back.
it stops, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm safe. And then it goes, oh god.
Okay.
Sir Hammond,
what do you say?
before you
Maji.
move.
Yes, Maji.
Before you move,
Ooh. What is that doing to me? What are
do
you
not
doing?
worry. I am here to save you. I am your trusty Maj. So that's going to give you a +2 to your next acrobatics, athletics, or fortitude, or reflex
Oh
save.
wow, you're like whipping them all out today.
She said.
Okay. I think I'm going to continue athletically advance, and I guess I'm just going to use half my movement to try to get there and help her back up.
And I will be assisting you with
If
each
that'll make it
movement.
That sounds good.
Easier, hopefully, because I'm only moving half as much.
That is enough to get Yozu back up. It's getting a little bit less steady. Both of you guys go ahead and give me will saves.
Getting wobbly wobbly.
And we'll save.
Maj. It breaks. Your
Bottle cap, hero point.
You want to 3-roll it?
Go ahead, roll it. If you roll a 1, though,
You have to keep
I'll
it.
do. Oh my god! Oh my god! 7. Okay,
The exact same roll. How's
that sucks,
the
man.
fun of the bottle cap,
That-
man. The hero point.
That sucks.
well, you get that.
Okay.
We see the child is not
It
blurry in the
is the
background.
top of a new round. Here we go, guys.
Jeez.
You're the first one. Go ahead, Vy'nia.
Is she safe? Yeah,
She's back on
Okay. Oh.
steady-ish ground.
All right, guys. This is a little bit more treacherous. There's many pieces up here. I'm gonna try and you know what? Fuck it. Let's see if if she can get to the other side where it's next to the portal, right?
You're gonna. Oh, so she just going for broke? Gonna try and make
jump
it
for
now?
Let's do it.
This is exciting.
DC 21.
Oh!
Vy'nia is sick and fucking tired of this place. 5'10". She just jumps across, gets over, and she's like right there on the cusp, ready to go through, assuming she wants to wait for everyone. Go ahead and roll me a will save.
Oh, look at that child.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. Hello.
All this stuff.
She
Alright, guys.
steals herself.
It's time to get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
She steals herself, ready to go. Yozu gonna try for another acrobatics check. She's been holding it together, finally kind of like breaks a little bit. That 18 is enough since she's being safe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But that's as far as she makes it. Because she's being safe. She's also going to go ahead and roll that will save. Fail. 15. The clock fills up. On the other side of the portal, you guys see something fly into
Where Vy'nia's standing?
no, where you were
we came
standing, where you came from, as if it's blocking your ability to leave. Kind of looks like this. Let me see if I can get you some other artwork.
What the hell is that?
It looks like almost
It
like
looks like a fish.
It has like an angler fish head with a slimy body. You see it almost blinking in and out of reality every moment you look at it. It's fuzzy. It doesn't look like it's quite there. It opens its mouth, yet no words come out, and yet all of you can hear through its. You can hear in your mind's eye. It's time to feed.
Holy crap. Gotta go.
Mechanically.
Now that boy
guys-
looks like dinner.
You guys cannot defeat this thing.
What, I can't shoot it? Fuck.
You might be able to shoot it, but we're not going to be able to beat it. It's going to swallow our souls.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to play an old game called Don't Let Satan Get You. All right. It is Sir Hammond's turn.
So, do we get a full 3 actions now, or is it still... I mean, we still can only move as fast as 1 movement per round.
If combat starts, you'll get your full 3 actions. For right now, though, it seems that this space acts differently.
Yeah. I think Sir Hammond wants to jump with his boosters over Yozu.
Oh god.
Is that what he's gonna do?
Yeah. He's gonna attempt the booster jump.
You're equipping the boots?
Yeah, I see, I kicked my heels together. Oh, thanks for the assist.
That'll get you 45. That'll get you right
I think this
there.
square, I think. Yeah. Or yeah, put me where you think. Oh, I gotta roll. I need to do an athletics check still.
Is it an athletics check?
Yeah, for a long jump it's an athletics check. That's not very good.
So good news. So both of you guys kind of falter, so to speak, and you shoot yourself out a little bit over here to where you're hanging off, and Maj is hanging off
the rope
with you. He's got the rope just dangling there. Yozu is looking. Her feet look very unsteady underneath her. Vy'nia is at the cusp of things, ready to go through. And this Astra demon is stalking you from the other side. Maj, I'll give you an action. What do you want to do?
Gotta go. Wish you could fly. Wish we could all fly.
I got it.
Okay, I'm hearing you. I'm ready to listen.
You see Maj turn around and cast hydraulic push to push Sir Hammond back up on the stone. Like a water jetpack.
Got you. Like he's using the force from it to push them both back up.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually gives you a 4 or 5 foot push normally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? First off, that's a very interesting mechanical use of what you have. So bottle cap, and I'll allow it because I think it's really interesting. Go ahead and use your spell and make an attack roll. We'll see how we'll determine its success based on that. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
18. I'm gonna say that's enough. You push you and Sir Hammond up, but both of you are prone, so you'll move at half movement this next round.
We're prone, you said.
Alright.
Okay, it is the top of the turn order first. This thing walks as if it's stepping, but it's not stepping on anything. But it continues forward nonetheless. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Standing out over the nether. You know you don't have much time.
Oh my god. Can't lose Yozu like this, but she's not even here.
That would suck to lose her like that. So I guess you should do your best to make it not happen. Okay, at top of the turn order, Vy'nia, what are you doing, if anything?
This may sound really weird, but could I possibly, help? I know she's a halfling, so she's probably... Is there any way that I can grab an item from my bag and assist her over to me quicker? I can maybe grab her and bring her over?
Oh, are you talking about the thing, that feat?
Yes.
She does have a rope, apparently, that's tied to Mash. Okay, but what type of item are you specifically thinking about to help? A whip. I'll allow it.
Something that can maybe... I can whip out around her waist and give her a good hard tug.
Towards you. Towards
me, at least to the same point of those guys. Because it's getting to the point where or...
I'll allow it. If you want to use your feet for that, I think that's an interesting use of that. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to tell them about your feet, or should I tell them about it?
Well, you know way better than me what the feed is about, but I don't know. How do you put it in the chat so they can see it?
Drag the little piezo emblem, the red looking dragon.
So I have this thing where I plan ahead. It's called was it Prescience Planner? Prescience Planner. It allows me to, at the spur of the moment, if I don't have it in my bag, I can quickly gain access to it and then pull it out of the bag.
Oh, so it's like a flashback for that one game that we played.
Yeah, Blades in the Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Irish is talking in Twitch.
Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. She's watching herself die.
Oh no.
She's so funny.
She's not gonna die.
Guys, she's not gonna die.
That's so funny. Well, now she can die because she's here.
Yeah.
Did we tell her about her amazing role?
She should have stayed in bed.
You have been our rock this entire
She was
gameplay.
doing so good the whole time.
So good.
Okay. So, Vy'nia, you're going to take a step out to here, which I'm not going to make you do because it's part of like that big old structure.
Right.
You're trying to utilize a whip to be able to kind of like push it like
if anything, it's my way of reaching out to her, grabbing her waist, and helping her steadily across. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to make sure that she doesn't fall again.
Yeah, and I
for
mean,
the first time.
Maji made the point. Jester made the point that he did say he tied a rope from himself to her as well.
With that said, he's on the ground over there.
Sure.
So
Okay.
But there's a couple of points of
But
contact at least.
It's 50 foot of rope, so we're only about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
So there's some slack in there.
I thought we dropped all the ropes.
No,
I dropped the rope that was connecting to the outside, but we're still connected to each other.
guys, I feel pretty good. I think Irish is going to survive. I think he'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
She's good.
I'm worried. The thing moved 35 feet, for fuck's sake.
I've got a plan for that. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. So,
Cool.
if anything, I'm there for moral support. I don't know. Can I shoot the demon? Will it make
Sure,
him
you can try and shoot the demon. Absolutely.
I mean, because if
Go for it.
anything,
What's the worst that can happen, right?
Well, as we start initiative.
because that starts combat, right?
Yeah.
Nah, you'll be fine. You'll live forever.
You fucker.
Yes, finally.
You now know how evil he can be.
Okay, guys, do you want me to shoot it, or do we want to just let it keep coming at us?
Don't worry, I've got a plan for it. But you don't know that I've got a plan for it.
I'm asking you.
You can't ask us.
Why can't I
This
ask?
is
Entirely
RP.
up to you. This is
can ask the
what are you gonna
character.
do? If you want to use your whip, you can try it. If you want to shoot it, you can do it. It's up to you. You make your action.
My action. Can I ask the group? Hey guys. Do you want me to slow it down? Maybe piss it off a little bit? Can I shoot it? Or do you want to just keep letting people walk down the way?
Maj responds to you in abysmal.
Which she wouldn't understand abyssal.
No. I do not understand abysmal.
Abyssal.
Hi, Irish.
Morning.
I'm so glad you got some good sleep.
I am too, honestly. About 2 hours.
100%.
Welcome back!
Thanks.
I hope you don't feel like I rushed you to come and play, because that was.
No, you good.
I like what Frank said in the chat. Oh, you might not die. Just have your soul consumed.
Oh, wait. No, that is dying.
So that would actually be dying.
Actually,
All right, so Irish, I don't know how you've been watching, so I don't know if you need the scene set for you.
I literally just,
she has no idea what's happening.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Quick.
All right, recap. You were in the dungeon with everybody. You fought a mimic in the barracks
Ooh.
area, which was fun. You continued to explore the rest of the dungeonish area, and there's the kitchen, and there seemed to be a room off the east coast of the library, off the east side of the library. It turned out to be just a little closet until you walked into it and a portal opened. It made sense to Maj, given all of the texts about magic from ancient Thessalonian and all these other different, like, evil, kind of like malevolent languages. The portal opened into the astral plane. I saw that you just connected, so I'm going to try and share this map with you, okay?
I was still loading in, so it might take a minute.
Oh,
No worries.
She's summoning Desert Grounds.
You are essentially... you're essentially in space, standing on these stone slabs that are floating in the midst of nothingness. You can see infinity as far as the eye can see, to your left, to your right, below you, underneath you, everywhere. And you're walking over these stone slabs that are suspended over or through this small section of it. There appears to be a portal on the other side. You guys are kind of jumping from these stone slabs, to try and get to the other side. The idea is to finally clear out this dungeon and make it safe for people. But you just don't know. You didn't know what was going on, so you decided to investigate further. As you guys began to cross this kind of like stone slab path, you began to get this sense of foreboding and fear that began to kind of like well up in you. You honestly were the coolest one out of everybody. You kept your cool for the longest. Finally, near the end, you slipped kind of on these stone slabs, Yozu does, and is like hanging out over hanging on to an edge over the ether.
Oh shit, cool.
Yeah, we've been coming this direction from there to here. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try and share that.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Oh, are you in finally?
Yeah.
You can share the
That is a big bad demon.
So as the will as all of your will saves kind of failed, it kind of lured what is called an Astra demon into this area. Maji is described.
Just noticing. Yeah.
Maji has described this as it has like the face of an anglerfish. I'll show you an image of it here, Irish, so you can look at it.
It's so cool.
It has the face of an anglerfish, like a weird body, and it's kind of like blinking in and out of existence, almost like my hand, like kind of like fuzzing like this before all of you. It opens its mouth, but it speaks directly into your brain with telepathy, and you just hear, "Finally, it's time for us to eat."
This thing eats souls out of this plane traveling to the afterlife.
Yes, it eats souls on this plane on its way to the afterlife. I've also said, I'm certain it's essentially impossible for you guys to defeat this thing. And if it gets close enough, it will eat one of your souls.
That doesn't mean that I can't try, right?
Maj would know
try.
that this thing is a absolute brute, and he is warning everyone just to get the
hear me
fuck away
out.
from it.
We're going
You know
for
what?
Flight more than fight.
I got a lot of shit from Brandon from our first session because he didn't know he was going up against the Whispering Tyrant.
So you let us know. I appreciate that.
So yeah, you're welcome. So I'm just gonna let you know this is a CR 16 creature.
What's that mean?
Holy shit.
We should be level.
We are level 3. That is level 16.
Yeah, if we were level 16 party, we might have a chance against it. But we're
Yes.
level 3 party, so bad news.
So
we
if
know
this
we
touches you, it will kill you.
It will probably do hundreds of damage, and your
Does it have ranged attack? Can I piss it off? Look, all I can think, like, what I'm imagining is in my brain.
Oh
is,
my god! I didn't even think about the spells that this thing
Range attacks it could have
has.
been throwing. Thanks for reminding him.
That is
He has more tools in his
interesting.
tool belt.
Oh, yay! More excitement.
Thank you, Jester. I really appreciate that.
it wasn't me.
No, this
I was
definitely-
nerfing this encounter.
That was Blue. She's the one who said, does it have any ranged attacks?
I mean, it's an abyssal demon.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Okay, is there? All right. First of all, so is there any way that we can do knowledge checks on it?
Absolutely. You just
I already
have to
know
hit-
this thing is.
It's
Right,
10
so-
plus the CR of the creature. Knowledge Arcana.
DC 26 to know anything about it.
That's how he had a 27 on his Arcana
Yeah.
check. So
Okay,
that's how
so-
he knows that this
so
thing is.
Does he
no
know
bad
the
news.
weaknesses?
You got a
Does he know what?
27? Holy
If I
shit.
shoot it, can I hurt it?
Oh no!
Maybe. If you get a natural 20.
Probably got
Okay,
DR.
so hear me out. What I'm thinking is I have the one shot, one kill. I have to roll a stealth initiative, and what I'm thinking, can I hide behind certain Hammond, get down in between his legs, and take fire at this thing?
Sure.
So I roll stealth, see if I succeed, and then I do one shot, one kill, which gives me an extra D6 damage to it.
Sure.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'll
We
allow
hadn't
it.
rolled initiative yet. we were staying out of combat, but this might start initiative, which might also help us to run faster if we're in initiative.
This thing's initiative is going to be so much higher than ours.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
it's a 16.
It's taking one of us down.
Or
Irish, by the way,
Well,
in
she
case
is.
you'd like to join into the creepy music that we've got playing,
Oh,
feel
shit,
free
yeah.
to join.
forgot about that.
I'm telling you, my character's chaotic neutral. Everything in my fiber is saying to shoot.
Yeah, that's
Then do
right.
it. Then do it. It's your
Okay.
turn,
True
so
to
go
your
ahead and do it.
Okay, so
That makes sense. She's scared. She goes for what she knows.
stealth, first of all.
Nope. Go ahead and shoot.
So I'm not gonna get the one shot, one kill.
Oh, and she got a D1. She got 100 on a D100 tonight and one shot a mimic.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that
Yes.
wasn't cool enough. She's now trying to fight a demigod.
So let me just get this straight. Since I failed the stealth check, it's not gonna trigger
This would be a regular old attack. Go ahead and shoot.
regular old. You know what? Okay. All right. Fuck it.
Let's see. That spell looks fun.
I miss.
You don't just miss. That is a crit fail.
Oh no.
So let's go ahead and roll a D100 and find out what happens.
If you roll another 100, you kill yourself.
Oh no.
Legit. If you roll another 100, you kill yourself.
You do.
So
It can explode in your hands. 74 is
Oh, you rolled it. I don't roll it.
an attack of opportunity from an opponent.
Oh my god.
Yay!
God, am I really that evil?
Yes, we've already established that. There's
Well,
precedent.
established that she's scared. She took a shot. Maybe.
No, shh. She's
Maybe-
not close enough to pull that off. That's okay. She will be, though. All right.
You know
Good job,
what I-
Vy'nia. It is Yozu's turn. Yozu, you're second in the turn order. What
She's
do you want
not
to do?
falling off
You-
the rock or anything right now. She's
so-
upright.
She's not. She's upright. So
Yeah.
you have to roll acrobatics checks to get across. The DC has been getting higher and higher. So roll an acrobatics check, and we'll see how that goes. Was that Irish?
I think so. Oh no! Oh no!
Bottle cap!
That's a
Bottle
crit
cap!
fail.
Bottle cap!
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah, I
bottle
got
cap.
hero
Bottle
points. I
hero
got hero
point, yeah.
points. I got hero points. I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna reroll.
Go ahead.
Still got a +4.
Oh,
that's better.
much better.
That's better.
Okay, so here's how I imagine it happening. Irish begins to run and kind of like trips, and everybody goes, holds their breath for a moment, and she catches herself and begins to like continue to move across 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She makes it to there. You all can make it into the portal. This thing is coming one way or another. Go ahead and roll me a will save, Yozu, and Vy'nia for that matter.
Will save.
After
I don't
you
find
fired and missed.
That is on your main tab. Those noises you were making. my
So
God.
which one is that? Wisdom?
So much fun. Yes.
Save,
will save.
Will.
Will save.
If you go to your actions tab, they're all at the top of. There's
Oh,
a little
okay,
quick,
I see
there's a little
that.
quick bar there. Where it says will.
Okay, both of you are just kind of like shaking and scared, and whether it's the immensity of this place, the fact that there's a demon chasing you, all of it is just like a little much, and you're freaking out.
My inner dibs come out.
Your dibs comes out. We didn't know Yozu had a dibs in her, but she does.
No, my inner dibs come out. That's where all those noises come from.
So Irish failed her will save, is what you're saying. Not even Yozu. Hi, Sir Hammond, you're prone.
Oh, am I? Oh, yeah, that's right. We fell. Then he blasted me with water to shoot me back. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stand and like try to bring everyone with me. Yeah.
Are you gonna just run through the portal, or are you gonna wait a moment? What's gonna go on?
Yeah, I think. Well, I have.
Can you just pick us? You can pick us all up. And
I have
just
Maji attached to me, and Yozu's attached to him. So the only one I'm really worried about is Vy'nia not being like attached. If I run through, she's the only one who's not going to go with us. So
I am only 4 foot. I will attach myself to your arm.
Yeah, I feel like I want to just grab her and run through if I can.
Oh, and by the way, Irish, Maj has been riding Sir Hammond like a horse this entire time.
He was.
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah, you have to listen back. It was a lot of fun.
I will have to watch the rest.
Okay, you begin to make your way, Sir Hammond and Maj. Okay, yeah, at this point you don't need to make any checks. You can just go through. You tell me, are you going through right now? Are you waiting? Are you just getting to the cusp?
While Sir Hammond is getting up, Maj wants to cast a spell, and that spell is going to be Warp Terrain.
Okay.
I want to warp the terrain to an unfamiliar appearance to this demon to try to slow him down.
You know that it's currently not standing on anything and just flying, right?
I want it to all of a sudden start to warp and shape and just be completely unfamiliar to him.
Like the ground? Because it's specifically like ground or something physical.
Like
I think you're
thinking.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of like, yeah. What you're thinking is almost like the that one Starfinder class.
Hi.
But I hear what you're saying.
All right, yeah. So never mind. I'll just go along for the ride.
Right, goes along for the ride. All right, so Sir Hammond, Maj, are you going through what your tokens where you're putting them?
Yeah, I want to run through, and if I can't, like, grab...
So the Brave Paladin is going to go before everyone else, make certain
Again,
that nobody gets across?
Sir Hammond is attached to most of the party. He would do his best to grab Vy'nia, at least, like, grab her hand as he runs out. So I don't know how mechanically to do that, so...
Last card.
What's that?
Mage hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mage Hand's not gonna be... I mean, maybe... I don't know if she'd let him do it to Mage Hand.
You can run through the portal, so just move your token.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can. I don't know if I'm delaying because I want to go with Vy'nia, like, to aid her.
So you want to delay until everyone goes through?
I think so, yeah, because I'm basically attached to everybody. Like, yeah. Except for, yeah, I know I'm attached to her, at least by hand.
Okay, sounds good. Maj, that means you're delaying as well. You said you're along for the ride.
We're all together.
It is the creature's turn.
Go. Here's for you.
Two action spell.
No. The DC is going to be like 38 or something. We're never going to pass a save.
It's not casting a spell against you. It's casting a spell on itself. Dimension door.
Oh my god!
It does a short-term teleport until it's up in all of your faces.
And now it has attack of opportunity as in all of us.
If it has it. But you don't know if it has it or not. It smiles with that big toothy grin of its own, and it is actually going to reach down. It has a tail that is going to like come out from it, almost like a barb, like, and it is going to go against Sir Hammond.
I'm so dead. I have the most hit points if anyone's going to get hit.
Okay, Sir Hammond.
Has anybody seen my background?
Yeah, your creepy bat.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a demon.
Oh my god.
Oh, it is a demon? Shoot, I don't want to do that.
Did I just wake up to a TPK? Is that what I did?
I think it's a
I don't think you woke up to a TPK.
It's a THK. It's a total Hammond kill.
Poor Hammy.
Okay, that is going to be a hit. And that is going to be...
Alright, can Maj take the hit?
No.
I am on his back.
Dude, you don't have the hit points to... I won't have the hit points. You could probably kill both of us in one hit.
You tell me if you're taking the hit, one way or the other.
I'm taking the hit.
You're dead, dude.
You're the only one with enough strength to pull us through.
Yep. Okay.
It's
Bring
true.
your unconscious body through, unless there's like massive damage and you die automatically.
I want to be 100% certain that this is the action being taken by Maj.
Yes.
This thing's barbed tail comes and flies out, like going. It looks like it's aimed right for Sir Hammond's heart, and you see Maj like scream out in just the very last second as it just pierces, goes right through his torso, maybe like an inch away from Sir Hammond's face, before it like pulls out and a bunch of gore and viscera comes out. Maj is not dead, but he is at 0 hit points and knocked unconscious. And I'm going to allow a reflex save. He's a dying one. I'm going to need reflex save from Sir Hammond.
Oh, reflexes, I got those. Hey, good roll.
He slides. You have enough time to grab him.
Okay.
Maj,
Oh my god.
if you so choose.
I could grab my dead rat friend. I delayed. So, yeah, I mean, he's also, like, tied to me, so I would just drag his body even if I don't hold him.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's awful, dude. I would catch him. I would catch him falling off of me. I would catch him.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to move you in the initiative order. You're at 17. Maj is in your hands.
Yeah. Okay, I guess it's still because I delayed, right? Yeah, I think I just grab Maji and I run the hell out, leaving Vy'nia because I can't carry everybody. So,
Get the fuck out!
yeah.
Go ahead, Maj, and quickly roll me a fortitude save, by the way. Something accompanies that. You're using...
You gotta save his soul!
If you get a natural 20, I will give it to you.
So the hero point is only to stave off my condition.
Which condition?
My dying condition.
So I was gonna
You can't take him
stabilize.
below 0 hit points. You can't.
Yeah, no, but I want him to stabilize at this point.
Oh, just stabilize.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yozu can stabilize you.
But that's your action.
Yeah, so I stabilize myself,
Unless this is combat and we get...
We're
but
still
I've
in
got
combat.
to
We're
still
trying
do
to
a
get the hell
will
away from this
save.
thing. Okay, so I think whatever Maji's doing, he's doing it on the other side of that portal as Hammond hauls ass.
Okay. Whatever Maj is doing, he runs through the portal. Vy'nia, you just running through the portal?
Yes.
Okay. Yozu, you just running through the portal?
Yeah.
Okay, Yozu, you're the last one to go through, and as you look back, you see this thing's mouth just like glowing as if like some dark ethereal energy and tether looks like it is coming towards you, maybe even coming towards the Maj. You see it raise up a finger and glow almost like somebody from Dragon Ball Z, like it's about to launch something. You dive through the portal waiting for the blow to come, but it never does. I imagine you sit there for a moment holding your breath, just like what is about to come. I'm not certain, so on and so forth, but everything kind of goes quiet for a moment as you are all there. Now, Maj, you are going to take an effect on your character that we'll eventually need to figure out how to remove. But you gain Doomed 1.
That sounds like nothing.
Doomed 1?
And you gain Drained 1.
Oh, is that like level drain? I don't know.
I believe so.
Tui is so new.
I got it. You just keep going. I'll look it up.
Sounds good. You look up Doomed 1 and Drained 1 from the strike of the Astro Demon on your person. You all get onto the other side of this portal, holding your breath for this thing to maybe come through and finish you off, but it doesn't come through the portal. And y'all go ahead and give me an Arcana check real quick.
All of us?
None of our
Yeah, everybody but Maj, because Maj is unconscious. That's enough, Sir Hammond and Yozu, to identify glowing runes surrounding the portal on the periphery. Something is... they glow intermittently, as if like something's hitting. But the runes are keeping it at bay. Whatever magical incantation is keeping the Astro Demon away, it is. Drained. When a creature successfully drains you of blood or life force, you become less healthy. Drained always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to your drained value on constitution-based checks, such as fortitude saves. You also lose a number of hit points equal to your level, minimum 1 times the drained value. And your maximum hit points are reduced by the same amount. For example, if you're hit by an effect that is drained 3, then you lose 9 hit points. So right now, just 1. Every time you get a full night's rest, your drained value decreases by 1. So not bad. He probably just feels weakened. Doomed.
A powerful force has gripped your soul, calling you closer to death. Doomed always includes a value. The dying value at which you die is reduced by your doom value. Your maximum dying value is reduced to 0. You instantly die. When you die, you are no longer doomed. Your doom decreases by 1 each time you get a full night's rest.
Okay, so pretty much a full night's rest is going to cure Maj, but I imagine it will be a fitful sleep. Yozu already said she immediately stabilizes Maj when they get on the other side of the portal.
Yeah.
And I assume all of you, when you get on the other side of the portal, it's dark. Until torches light up in the area that you are in. It's not the astral plane anymore. It is something else entirely. Some type of structure that you're in that you have not identified. You are not in the dungeon anymore, of that you feel pretty certain. How far away from home, quote unquote, you are, you don't know. Maj lies there. Yozu working over him. All of you getting ready for what's ahead. And we'll leave it there for the next time we play.
Man, I'm so fucking mad I fell asleep. That was fucking cool, dude.
This is pretty insane.
I'm pulling my beard hair out here.
Hot dish popped up in
entire
the chat
time I'm
earlier. He was
Earlier I was bored just playing with my mustache, but this part I've been like...
Yeah, Hot Dish popped up in our chat. He was like, I'm gone for 1 weekend. Y'all find a portal to hell.
All right, guys. Well, cool. Everybody in chat, thank you for joining us for the night. And y'all players, I really appreciate you. Guys, I know it was scary. I hope you had fun, though.
I almost died. Maj is dead.
Yeah, you've been officially broken in. Welcome.
The mimic almost the mimic crit her and almost one-shot her.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I went from 31 to 5.
So you returned the favor, though.
And the mimic still had 2 attacks.
But
You dodged each one.
I dodged yes, it missed both times. But I then jumped away and shot it and got 100. On a D100. That was crazy.
Let me read to you this soul siphon ability from the demon, the Astro Demon. It had a range of 30 feet. An Astro Demon draws power from the souls of the recently slain. If small or larger creature dies within its area, the Astro Demon gains 5 temporary hit points and 1 status bonus, a +1 status bonus to attack and damage rolls for 1 round. Unless the creature was slain by an Astro Demon's Devour Soul ability, which is a whole other thing that it has, where it gains like a permanent bonus. Or no, it's a temporary bonus, but yeah. It's awful.
Dude, that thing could have just wiped out the whole party, like, in the next round, like 1-1-1, each one of us.
We haven't ended yet. right? Completely.
And what was its bonus to hit? It's like plus 20 something to hit.
Because
do you really want to know?
I also really want to know what Sir Hammond thought seeing the rat just jump over his shoulder.
I was thinking this whole time we were coming across, I'm like, man, Sir Hammond and Maji are really becoming tight. Like, we're like buddies now, you know? And then, yeah, you go and take a bullet for me, so I think we're lovers now.
More like a.
I think we're really close now. We're buddies.
It had a plus 32 to hit on all 3 of its attacks.
All 3?
What?
It didn't go down?
I know, I mean, it goes down, but
But still, plus
each
33
one,
minus 10 is still going to be...
22. Yeah. No, I told you. Listen, I told you guys at the beginning, I am willing to throw shit at you guys.
Yeah.
And that sometimes it's good to run. And you want to know what? You guys listened and it worked out. Everybody wins.
I'm wondering what the creature around the tower is.
I just want to say that map looks fucking cool, though.
Isn't that really cool? For anybody watching, this is animated maps. So what's cool about this map, and I'm so bummed I couldn't do it in Fantasy Grounds, this one actually moves.
Oh, yeah.
So like
Animated.
it's an MP4 file. So like you'd see the nebula like in a circle in the background and the stars
that's
turning.
cool.
Yeah, and even like I think even the stones like slightly move just like a little bit to give that vibe. Yeah, it's really
It's
cool.
fucking sick, dude.
It's super sick. It's super sick. Yeah, animated maps. They got really badass maps. All right, guys. Anything else for the good of the order before we call it?
What did the cat think about all of a sudden seeing the rat dive in front of the attack?
Ooh, good point.
Can I say she didn't see it? No, I'm just kidding.
This is the 3rd time the rat has dived in front of a harmful attack for his friends.
His friends. Yep. And she is now wondering why he is so pissy with her.
She's like, I've been nothing but cordial. And terrified the whole time.
I mean, I've been scared,
Yeah.
but I've also been brave, and I've also shown that I can handle myself in certain situations. And then he goes off and dies for saving his friends, and now she's just like, all right. She feels defeated. There's nothing she can do.
Yeah,
She
it
ain't
kind
a
of feels like
healer.
we're not going back through there again. Like,
I feel like
wherever we are, we'll stay there until you get teleported.
we will figure it out. We're not going
All
back
right.
through there.
Wherever we're going, we need to get to level 16 first.
Yes. We can't go home, guys. And the rat's
Awesome.
on deathbed, and there's nothing I can do about it.
It's okay. I imagine Yozu's like pumping heals into him right now.
Yeah, just CPR, but also like putting heal into the
Yeah.
CPR. All right, y'all. Well, cool. All right. Well, then y'all have a good
Okay,
one.
first of all, can I pickpocket him? No, I'm just kidding.
Now's your chance.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Clean him.
Bye, everybody.
Because I
Good night.
mean, okay.